From Inlow Field, Week 7 of high school football here on IndianaSRN, it is the Reitz Panthers taking on the Memorial Tigers. Tonight's Tigers broadcast is brought to you by Memorial High School, Rocca Bar Pizza, Carreso Landscape, People's Furniture, Mattress Outlet, Lansing Showroom. Tigers football is also brought to you by Melk, Mechanical, Electrical, Plumbing, Ivy Tech Evansville, Hyundai of Evansville, Casey's Dugout, and the Memorial Athletic Booster Club. Great matchup for Week 7 on a gorgeous evening here in Evansville. Alongside Mike Scavara, I'm Jevin Redmond. The 6-0 Tigers taking on the 5-1 Panthers. Reitz comes in ranked 6th in Class 4A in the Coaches Association poll, and the Memorial Tigers are ranked number 1 in Class 3A. Last year, these two teams split in their two meetings. Regular season, Reitz won at the bowl 34-0. The Tigers got the most important one. That was in the sectional championship game right here in Inlow Field, beating Reitz 21-16. This is the Royal Express Car Wash pregame show. They provide daily 24/7 car washing in Evansville, located right off the Lloyd Expressway on Pearl Drive on the west side. The Rupp family gives you fast and convenient one-time washes, as well as unlimited wash plans, all at affordable prices. Mike, two teams very familiar with big stages and big matchups. This is a big matchup in the regular season, and two very good offenses.
You're right, and again, our Royal Car Wash pregame show, a tribute to Pete Rupp, who passed away earlier this year. Pete, a Hall of Famer from Memorial, also a great three-sport athlete. The whole Rupp family sorely miss Pete, and as we do. And you're right, these two teams have met every year since 1925. The Reitz Panthers hold a 57-40-5 advantage, but when these two teams get together, a lot of talent, great coaching, great community support, and we're anticipating another good one here.
Let's talk about the two teams. First, we'll start with the Reitz Panthers under head coach Corey Brunson in his 5th year at Reitz. They're 5-1, and Mike, they lost their first regular season game last week for the first time since late in the season 2021. They'd gone back-to-back regular seasons undefeated, and they lost against Castle at home on Saturday 35-7. Of course, weather impacted that game. It was rainy, a bit windy as well, but the Panthers coming off a loss, which they're not used to the last few years.
Yeah, Corey is 26-3. I think any coach in the whole state would take that since the 2022 season started. And it was just one of those games, the weather affected that, and certainly Castle Knights did it. And again, that's the last game, the only game that they've lost since the Memorial Tigers beat them in that sectional championship last year.
And for the Tigers, back-to-back weeks against Harrison and Boise, where they won pretty easily, and really a lot of their wins this year have been relatively easily. They're coming in, Mike, averaging almost 40 points a game.
Good offense, good defense, as we'll talk later on. A lot of number one, not only ranking, but individual players. And again, that last loss that the Tigers have had was in the East Central Regional last year. So both of these teams have been used to winning.
Let's take our first break here on our pregame show. When we come back, we'll have the head coach comparison, also our player spotlight. It's the Tigers and the Panthers here on IndianaSRN.
Rocca Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rocca Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rocca Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rocca Bar, oh yeah.
Hey Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Darby here at Hyundai of Evansville. We love this community and we love these hot deals that we are offering. Like low prices on the new 23 Santa Fe's, now get an additional $2,500 rebate when you finance with Hyundai Motor Finance and get 3-year free maintenance and America's Best warranty.
So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, stop in and let us show you some love.
Right here at Hyundai of Evansville, where credit is never a deal breaker.
Where nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Why do our students love Reitz Memorial?
Because I can grow stronger on the field and in my faith. I believe in my teammates. I believe in my classmates. And through Christ, I believe I can accomplish anything.
Come live your faith at Reitz Memorial.
Holy Spirit, one God, forever and ever. Amen.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
And welcome back on our pregame show here in IndianaSRN. Good crowd on hand. Just heard tonight's rendition of the national anthem. Good job by the Memorial Pep Band. And with Mike Scavara, I'm Jevin Redmond. Let's talk about our head coach matchup and comparison. First for the Tigers, head coach John Hurley in his 17th season. And for the Reitz Panthers, Corey Brunson's in his 5th season at Reitz, 12th year overall as a head coach.
Well, Coach Hurley, a 1989 grad of Memorial, while Corey Brunson, a 1997 grad of Reitz. So both the coaches against their alma mater. Coach Hurley, in his career, 10 sectional wins, 6 regionals, 5 semi-states, and 2 state championships in 2017 and 2019, while the Reitz Panthers looking for their first sectional championship under Corey Brunson. They've got 16 as a school, 6 regionals, 2 semi-states, and 2 state titles. Those coming in 2007 when John Hart was the coach and Tony Lewis in 09. So both of these coaches doing a great job and they're quality people.
Our head coach profiles are brought to you by the Merle Norman Studio. Come visit Natalie and Kelsey Pence, owners of the Merle Norman Studio. They specialize in creating customized skincare and makeup routines to fit each person's individual needs. Plus, they have a great selection of clothing, handbags, jewelry, and other accessories. The Merle Norman Studio is located in Evansville at 507 North Green River Road. Call them at 812-476-0657. With that, it's time for our player profiles. A couple of players we're looking forward to watching tonight. We'll start on the Tigers side, and we go with defensive back number 32, Jake Lively.
Jake Lively, a 2-year starter in the secondary for the Memorial Tigers. As Coach Hurley says, he's the leader of our secondary and a great communicator. He makes sure all the other 10 guys are lined up correctly. One of the most competitive players. He's got a multi-sport athlete.
And we step away from the field just a bit for the Tigers, but an important role, the manager, Wyatt Teague.
Wyatt Teague, as I can attest, being a football manager at Indiana University for a couple of years, as the coaches like, when you have an efficient manager, things go well on and off the field. He not only is a good manager, he's a free sport manager. He does football, basketball, and baseball. Been doing each for 2 years. Dependable and accountable. And when you have those two criteria and having the manager working real hard, that makes the things go smooth on sidelines.
All right, player profile for the Reitz Panthers. We start on the defensive side, and senior linebacker Ryder Cartwright, who is #1 in tackles for the Panthers.
Coming in, one of the captains for the Reitz Panthers this year, Ryder Cartwright. Good size, good speed, a 2-year starter. As Coach Brunson said, he is the leader on our defense. An intelligent player, knows what's going on. One of those, another, again, multi-sport athletes.
And for the Reitz Panthers, their quarterback is Ben Davies.
Davies, a 3-year starter. He has been hampered by injuries this year, only played in 3 of the 6 games, but as Coach Brunson says, he's a coach on the field, a good, accurate arm, and knowledgeable, and understands what we want to do offensively.
Our player profiles are also brought to you by the Merle Norman Studio. Come visit Natalie and Kelsey Pence, owners of the Merle Norman Studio. They specialize in creating customized skincare and makeup routines to fit each person's individual needs. Plus, they have a great selection of clothing, handbags, jewelry, and other accessories. The Merle Norman Studio is located in Evansville at 507 North Green River Road. Call them at 812-476-0657. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and Mike's keys to the game. It's Week 7, Panthers and Tigers here on IndianaSRN.
Melk, located in Evansville, Indiana, provides mechanical, electrical, and plumbing solutions nationwide. We deliver quality service to the industrial, commercial, and healthcare industries. If you have a big project, we bring big solutions. That includes designing and installing green energy systems that benefit your business. Our in-depth knowledge and commitment to safety make us the perfect partner in MEP contracting. Contact us for an estimate on your next project. Melk, big projects, big solutions.
Why do our students love Reitz Memorial?
Memorial helps me find the right rhythm on stage and in my education. I believe in developing my craft. I believe in building a community. And now, I believe I can hit the right notes in all aspects of life.
Showcase your talents at Reitz Memorial.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Welcome back to Inlow Field, about 5 minutes away from kickoff with Mike Scavara. I'm Javin Redmond. This is the Royal Express Car Wash pregame show, and now we take a look at tonight's starting lineups, which are brought to you by Weichert Realtors, the Schultz Group, and we'll start with the Tigers offense. Memorial is 6-0, thanks in large part to the offense that is averaging 39 points per game.
They have 2,052 yards total offense, rushing and passing. And that offensive line, Parker Mattingly, Andrew Jones, Jaden Probst, Xander App, and Bryant Carr, they have doing a great job, not only pass blocking, but running blocking.
Tigers defense not too shabby either. They allow 11 points per game, but as far as their starting defense, they give up less than 10 points.
That front line of Queso Jean, Quentin Merkel, Connor Hoare, and Brady Combs, they're going to be really having to come up and stop the run because Reitz has rushed for over 1,400 yards as a team.
And for the Panthers offensively, while they average 33 points per game, a lot of it's done on the ground. They average over 200 yards per game.
Landon McClarney along with Jasim Ussery, they have combined for 940 yards of total offense, but that offensive line of Thomas, Vanover, Duggar, Martin, and Lopez have done a great job opening up holes and protecting Davies.
How about the Reitz defense? What stands out about them?
Well, Ryder Cartwright, he's the guy. Watch 24, just as Memorial has number 35 and Alex Broshears. But Cartwright, 60 tackles at linebacker. Ussery and McClarney, the two running backs, also very active linebackers. Xavier Burris and Nehemiah Madison, they are the interceptor guys, and we'll hope to do that against Matthew Fisher tonight.
Starting lineups are brought to you by Weichert Realtors, the Schultz Group. They've been supporting the Tigers and Southwest Indiana's real estate needs for over 50 years. Give them a call if you are looking to buy or sell. All right. From both sidelines, your perspective tonight as far as keys to the game.
Running game for Reitz, if they can get that established, it would cause problems for that fine Memorial defense. The passing game for the Tigers, they get that established, difficulty for the defense there. Both defenses are basically the same. 4 down linemen, 3 active linebackers in the secondary. Who could come up with the takeaway? But each team has come away with 10 takeaways on the season after 6 games. So it ought to be interesting there. The play calling, not only offensively and defensively. We'll see that. And, when you're in week 7, you've had a lot of different plays run. This is the last third of the season where you get a little bit new wrinkles going into tournament play.
That wraps up our pregame show, which is brought to you by Royal Express Car Wash. They provide daily 24/7 car washing in Evansville, located right off the Lloyd Expressway on Pearl Drive. On the west side, the Rupp family gives you fast and convenient one-time washes, as well as unlimited wash plans, all at affordable prices. We'll take our last break here on our pregame show. The Tigers set to take the field in front of a big crowd here in Lowe Field. Our kickoff is next here on IndianaSRN.
Since 1973, People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been operated by 3 generations of the Flitner family. From Stan Sr. to Stan Jr., and now Stan's daughter Susan and her husband Jacob. For the last 50 years, customer service and quality home furnishings has been their goal. Other furniture stores may come and go, but People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet will show you how easy it can get for the next 50 years.
People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet, how easy can it get?
Evansville's original pizza since 1955? Why, it's Rock-A-Bar Pizza, of course. 17 incredible specialty pizzas. Mega Meat, Chicken Barbecue, Rocco Pesto, and Bacon Cheeseburger. Or how about Quesadilla, Chicken Bacon Ranch, Hawaiian Margarita around the world, and their breakfast pizza. Plus all your favorites. Oh yeah, don't forget about their signature salad. It's like none other. Dine in, carry out, or catered. Rediscover Evansville's original and still the best Rock-A-Bar Pizza.
Time for football here on IndianaSRN, Week 7 with Mike Scavara. I'm Jevin Redmond, our great IndianaSRN crew as well. To cameramen Sam Doherty and Nick Lewis, and our producer is Jerry Collins. Homecoming night, feeder league night as well, so that adds to the crowd. Of course, a big matchup between 2 ranked teams. Reitz number 6 in Class 4A, Memorial number 1 in Class 3A. Homecoming was supposed to be last week, but with the weather and the hurricane rain and winds, they moved it to this week in a much better evening, 75 degrees.
Well, what 6 days make 150% better as the captains coming out on the field for Reitz is Caden Thomas, Landon McClarney, Kyler Hamby, and Ryder Cartwright. For the Memorial Tigers, Matthew Fisher, Luke Elsperman, along with Alex Broshears and Parker Mattingly. Great refereeing crew, a local crew for this big matchup here tonight.
Yeah, it is Dave Snyder, Jeff Crowley. Also with him is Chad Qualls, Evan Snyder, and Carl Hankings. Well, this, of course, really impacts the regular season SIAC standings. 1 game separating Reitz and Memorial. Castle, another game to keep your eyes on. 5-1. They're at home against Jasper tonight, who is 3-3. Memorial will see Castle Week 9 to wrap up the regular season.
Yeah, Mater Dei also 5-1 with Castle, Mater Dei, and Reitz just that 1 game behind as both of these teams matching up. Great crowd. Blue is the color of the night as both of these schools come up with the blue and the white as a great opportunity for a great game. Glad to have you aboard here on IndianaSRN as we are the feature game in the state of Indiana for the championship network for the IHSAA.org. All right, Memorial won the toss. They deferred, so Reitz will win. And a long time, 14 years for the IHSAA Champions Network.
So we'll see that Tigers defense, which has been rock solid all year long, and Seems like the Tigers have won just about every single coin toss this year because they always defer and kick off. That has been the theme. Well, Reitz Memorial High School, they are in their 100th year providing an environment where God inspires, they educate, and students thrive. You can join them in their year-long celebration by checking out the website at reitzmemorial.org for more information. Again, last year these two teams split the two matchups as Reitz won in the regular season at the Bowl, 34-0. Quarterback Ben Davies threw a couple of touchdown passes. And then in the sectional championship game here, with Luke Elsterman as the starting quarterback for the Tigers, they pulled out a 21-16 win. It was a 70-yard touchdown pass to Dylan Kendrick in the fourth quarter. That created some separation. The Tigers hung on for the 5-point win. So with that, Mike Scovar, we're ready for the kickoff here. Week 7 should be a blast.
Tate Barrett, 9 touchbacks on the air. Kicking off deep was Elijah Derritt, Jasim Ussery, and Landon McClarney. We're ready for a great Southern Indiana Athletic Conference matchup. We're glad to have you aboard.
And with that, we are underway. Thanks to left foot of Pate Barrett. Booming end-over-end kick will be returned from inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Strolling up the far side, and not a lengthy return by Landon McClarney. Good coverage by the Tigers' special teams. And now the Reitz offense will come out, led by senior quarterback Ben Davies, 6'2", 200 pounds, and we talked about it on the pregame show a bit. He's only played in 3 games this year because of an injury, but he's completed 68% of his passes.
A couple of good special teams players. Wesley Kelly is starting safety. Also, Alex Broshier is your middle linebacker. Watch 35, 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, 4 in the secondary. We'll see what kind of formation that the Reitz Panthers come out with. They're going to come out with a pistol, 4 receiver set. The quarterback about 4 or 5 yards behind, and with McClarney behind him about 7 yards behind.
First offensive play of the night. Reitz will throw. Davies, 3-step drop, quick pass, far side, caught around the 20, and then corralled out of bounds. Decent play for the Reitz offense on their first play. That one went to Xavier Burris, a 6'1" senior wide receiver, just his 4th catch this year.
Just a quick out pass, just kind of like a long handoff, but good pursuit by the Tigers.
They got 5 yards on that completion, 2nd and 5. Ball just shy of the 25-yard line.
3 receivers out to the right. Now they switched, go to the left. Get the 1 receiver out here, Hanby, at the bottom of your screen.
On 2nd and 5, the handoff to McClarney, and McClarney hit at the line of scrimmage, fighting for a yard or 2. He's able to pick up 2 to the 26, and Reitz is staring at a 3rd and short.
Knifing in there from his defensive end position for the Memorial Tigers was Quentin Merkel. Also then allowing the pursuit to keep it to a short gain. 3rd and long. Let's see what this play brings, either a punt or a first down.
McClarney, who just had that last carry, averages just over 7 yards per rush. This is the Wildcat look. McClarney lines up as the quarterback. He's going to come near side hoping for a block, and he gets that block and plenty of yards, spinning his way past the 40, and a healthy gain of the 43-yard line, a pickup of 18 yards for Landon McClarney, and a first down for Reitz.
McClarney, nice job there. Good second effort. Gets a nice seam from the right side of the line and goes deep into the Reitz territory. They'll mark it at the 43-yard line.
This Reitz offense averages 234 yards on the ground per game. Picked up 18 there for the first down. Now Davies looks to throw. Quick pass near side, caught by Burris, and Burris is tag team tackled at the 46. Pickup of 4. We saw that play on the opposite side of the field to begin this drive.
Joseph Hinkie along with number 32, Jake Lively. Give him about 3 yards on the play. Got Liam Bryant in there at defensive end. He's missed some games because of injury as well. He's at the left defensive end.
2nd and 7 from the 45. They turn around, handoff, McClarney, rumbling left side, and he's drugged down around the ankles after a gain of 3 or 4, just shy of the midfield stripe.
Alex Brashears, Connor O'Donohue, the 2 top tacklers, stop him here. This will be a 3rd and long. Let's see if they give it back in a power formation to McClarney. It worked the first time, kept this drive alive with a 3rd and long. Just underway here, couple minutes gone, no score.
This is the first drive of the game as the Tigers won the toss and defer to the second half. We'll call it 3rd and 5. Davies rolls out to his right under pressure by Bryant. He gets away, trying to set his feet to throw, still on the move, takes off running, and he is pancaked by Connor O'Donohue behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Boy, they were breathing down his neck right away as Davies was rolling out to his right. Bryant, we mentioned, who's been good at the defensive end spot. He's top 10 in tackles despite missing a handful of games this year. And after giving up one first down, the Tigers force a punt.
It's on the 47-yard line. As kicking away, punting away will be Parker Ballmeyer. Deep will be Dockery and Elsperman.
Ballmeyer averages about 33 yards per punt. And this one is a shorter kick. It's angled toward the right sideline, out of bounds. That came off his foot sideways. Not one of Ballmeyer's better kicks of the year. And still waiting for the near side official to mark it off. It went out of bounds at the 40-yard line, so the Tigers should get fairly solid field position here to begin this drive. 3 minutes gone. Reitz Memorial Athletic Booster Club is a proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast. You can like them on Facebook for more Booster Club information. They just had their steak night this past Saturday, and they will have a booth set up at the West Side Fall Festival, and was told they'll be selling Holy Strombolis.
Oh, boy, why not? Good Catholic school there. Just a 13-yard punt, so the Tigers, great field position to start their first offensive set.
Kendrick to the right hip of senior quarterback Matthew Fisher. Anslinger in motion left to right. Fisher takes the snap. He moves that side. Good protection. Fisher still moving, looking down the field. Now he's going to come back near side. Elsperman there, caught Wright's territory. Spins away from a defender. He's loose 30. Can they catch him? To the 20, to the 10. No, they can't. First play, touchdown, Tigers. 60 yards. Fisher to Elsperman. And that is Elsperman's 8th touchdown of the year for Matthew Fisher. Touchdown pass number 18.
Good play, good. Give the offensive line credit. They gave Fisher all kinds of protection as he did a nice job rolling out to the right. And then Luke Elsperman came back to the football. Fisher found him, and then a great spin move, and they couldn't catch him.
Pate Barrett on for the PAT. He's missed just one all year long. He's 28 for 29. Simon Schultz is the holder. He gets it down, and the kick is good. Tigers one play. They're on top 7-0, just over 3 minutes gone.
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar, oh yeah.
Why do our students love Reitz Memorial?
Because our academics prepare students to succeed in college and in life. I believe in educating our students to their highest potential. I believe in creating a welcoming, faith-based learning environment. And I believe a memorial education is the foundation for a bright future.
Explore the endless possibilities at Reitz Memorial.
Tigers defense gets a stop after a short punt. They start at their own 40-yard line, and it takes them just one play, a 60-yard touchdown to Luke Elsperman for Matthew Fisher. That is his 18th touchdown pass of the year. Elsperman's 8th touchdown catch, and career-wise now, Mike, Matthew Fisher is just 12 yards away from 4,000 in his career.
Not a bad way to start a ball game, any game, depending on who you're playing, whether it's a ranked team or not, as Barrett to kick off for the second time.
First kickoff went to the 4-yard line. This one has a little more oomph to it as it sails into the end zone for a touchback, and we're going to look at the last scoring play for the Tigers. Fisher to Elsperman. Man, you give Matthew Fisher time. He has all kinds of weapons, and he got plenty of time here.
He rolls out, and then he gives directions to Luke Elsperman to come back to the ball, as a good receiver does, spins over his left shoulder, and he's off to the races. 6 points in 60 yards in 17 seconds.
By the way, that scoring recap was brought to you by Simplicity Furniture. They're located at 1309 North Greenville Road in Evansville. Have fun shopping for furniture with Kelsey Coslett and his father, Pat.
Let's see what the Reitz Panthers offense can answer that sudden change on offense by the Tigers.
Davies has McClarney behind him again here. First play of drive number 2 goes to McClarney, spins off a tackler, then he's quickly swarmed by several blue jerseys as he's able to get a few.
Good penetration that time by Merkel, defensive end, changes his route a little bit, and then Bryant coming down from his left defensive end along with Broshier stops him for a couple-yard gain.
McClarney, a 5'10 senior, 180 pounds. He has 3 100-plus yard games this year on the ground. He's averaging about 95 yards per contest. He got just a yard there at 2nd and 9.
3 receivers to the bottom of your screen.
Davies looking to throw. Takes off running up the middle, and he slides short of the 25-yard line. Right there to greet him was linebacker Alex Broshiers, number 1 in tackles on this Tigers defense. The legs from Davies gets a couple. It's 3rd and 6.
The third down situation, they got to move the sticks for the Reitz Panthers to keep going. As again, a rapidly moving first quarter. We're down under 8 minutes. Of course, you get a scoring drive of 60 yards in one play. You get the offense ball right back.
First down is the 30-yard line for Reitz. They go 3 wide receivers near side, single wide receiver far.
Now the inside receiver, the third one, he's being guarded by Kelly, who's 15 yards off the ball.
Tigers rush forward. Davies pump fake, spins ones across the middle off the fingertips of Burris, who would have had the first down. And he was open, but the pass was a little too high from Davies. It's a 3 and out, and the Tigers defense gets their second stop.
Good rush there time, but good offensive line play by Reitz, giving Davies a chance to throw the ball, but again, sailed it a little high, so they'll have to punt it away again for the second time as Ballmeyer only had a 13-yarder as first kick.
His average on the season is 33. As far as returns for the Tigers, they average about 8 yards per punt return. Almost blocked here. Better kick, fair catch called by Elsterman, and the Tigers will start from their own 46. Thanks to Cressel Landscape, a sponsor of tonight's broadcast on IndianaSRN. They have been serving the Evansville, Newburgh, and surrounding communities for over 20 years. For all of your landscaping, installation, and maintenance, if you are not satisfied with your lawn or landscaping, contact Cressel at 812-853-6868 or go online, Cressel.com.
Memorial started from their own 40, their first possession. Now they're on their own 46, so great field position to start as they force the Reitz Panthers a 3 and out.
They line up. Trips wide receiver to the far side. Elsterman, a lone wide receiver near side of your screen. And here is Dylan Kendrick surging forward, and he gets past that midfield stripe to the Reitz 49-yard line, a pickup of 5 for Kendrick, the 5'9 junior, who is averaging about 8 yards per carry.
And he's the main rusher for the Tigers. This is McClarney along with Usry, the main guys there. Again, 4 down linemen. They put a lot of pressure on quarterbacks here, as in fact they have come up as a collective group, Jevin, with 15 QB sacks in the first 6 games.
3 wide receiver set this time. On 2nd and 5, Elsterman goes in motion, left to right. Now he comes back near side as they hand off to Kendrick. Up the middle, keeps those feet moving, rumbling forward to the 45-yard line near that first down marker. He got about 4.5 yards, we'll say. Brings up 3rd and short.
Caden Thomas in on the initial hit and stop. So a 3rd and short. And is this a 4-down territory if you don't get it? Let's see what they come up with. They come up with that, again, a 3 receiver set. They split on a tight end. This time Simon Schultz a little bit out to the right.
Same thing with Elsterman in motion. They try to pitch it to him. Ball loose on the turf, and it is picked up by Reitz in Memorial territory. A rare miscue by this Tigers offense.
Actually, what it is, it's a forward pass. He shuffle passes it forward to Elsterman, so that is an incomplete pass.
Okay, so it's an incomplete pass, and it'll be 4th and short. The referees let it play out. No argument from the right side, so an incomplete pass, 4th and inches.
That's the beauty of that play. If the ball is dropped, it's an incomplete pass. Now it's decision time for the Tigers, and it looks like they're going to disdain. Now, that ball was actually a little across the 45, so the Tigers are going to have to go a little bit further here maybe this time.
So Memorial going for it here on 4th and short. Bit of a hard count by Fisher. Reitz does not jump. Still 10 seconds on the play clock. And now Fisher backs up.
Going to play field position here.
And they will kick it away. Spiraling kick. Elsterman trying to hustle down there to down it. Beautiful kick inside the 10 and near the 5-yard line for Matthew Fisher. That is another punt inside the 20-yard line, his 3rd of the year.
Nice bounce, good coverage there. It goes from the 45-yard line down to the 6-yard line. So a 39-yard punt, no return, as Reitz has had poor field position to start at their own 19, at their own 20, now at their own 6.
They got one first down on their opening drive. Last possession was a 3-and-out for Reitz. Handoff up the middle. Aggressive running there by Jasim Ussery, his first carry of the night, the 6-foot senior, 190 pounds. They split time between him and McClarney.
Just try to get it out of the shadow of your goal post, even though there's shadows, but not over the field. So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 6.
Ussery averages 5 yards per carry. He got 3 there. And it's 2nd and 7. Davies on play action, another quick pass, far side caught. They'll get the first down and more. Up the far sideline and getting tripped up just past the 30-yard line is Elliott Derritt. That's a sophomore wide receiver, just his 2nd catch of the year. He almost broke that, got tripped up at the last second. Big gain, first down.
That's good pass, first down by the pass as they move it out to the 34-yard line. No huddle, quick on the ball. Good quick out, and then he used his speed to gain extra yards after the catch.
So fresh set of downs and plenty of room to work with here. Handoff, Ussery, and he is able to cruise his way up that left hash mark, working his way to the 41-yard line, a gain of 7.
Great running legs there as he was able to get hit initially at about the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden he shows up. He's gained 7. Again, pistol formation. 2 receivers wide out to either side.
Balance set on 2nd and 3. Back to the ground game. And Alex Broshears on top of him along with Connor O'Donohue. Maybe a half-yard gain there for Ussery. Sets up 3rd and 3.
Of course, we do all the Memorial games, and how many times do we say Broshears and O'Donohue?
Well, those guys combined have 15 tackle for losses this year, almost half of what the Tigers have as a team.
Exactly. Another 3rd down situation. The Tigers defense, let's see if they can come up big. Now, Reitz has done well on the ground.
And they go back to the Wildcat, which they had a big gain of this on their opening drive, 18 yards with McClarney, who lines up as the quarterback, fakes the handoff. McClarney rumbling forward, and he was hit behind that first down marker. He got a yard. We'll see where they spotted his 4th down.
I think the running back was a little late off the ball. Maybe didn't have the right count. But in any case, Davies had to spin, and he was lucky he didn't get tackled for a loss. That'll bring up a 4th down situation.
It's a full yard at least for Wright to pick up the first down. They keep their offense on the field here. 3.5 to go first quarter. Tigers leading 7-0. They stay in the Wildcat formation. And McClarney will run it again, and he picks up the first down, pinballing his way past the 45, and McClarney gains 5, first down Reitz.
Yeah, for Reitz, it's the 2nd down via the first down via the run. Got one by the pass. So 4th down conversion there keeps this drive alive.
From the 46 on 1st and 10. Running back is Ussery. He gets the call here, and he was stacked up by Jake Brack, the linebacker, the first man to him. They get past the line of scrimmage for a yard. That was play number 7 of this drive, which started back inside the Wrights 10.
Good hard running, good hard tackling, just good football. That's why both these teams are ranked in the top 10 in their respective classes in the state of Indiana.
Wrights number 6 in Class 4A, Memorial number 1 in Class 3. The Panthers were number 2 until they lost against Castle last week at home, 35-7.
3 receivers down to the bottom of your screen.
It is 2nd and 9. Davies to pass, has time, cross the middle, and it's off target. Lucas Feldman was his intended target. Pass sailed away from him, and now it's 3rd and 9.
I think Davies liked to have that pass back because he was not getting pressured, but was just a little bit off. He had the man open. couldn't connect. Stops the clock. 2:20 to go here in this first quarter rather. The only score, a 60-yard pass from Fisher to Elsperman.
Tigers offense has ran just 4 plays so far in this opening quarter. 3rd and 9. Davies a throw. Here comes some pressure. Davies scrambling for his life, and he takes off running, spinning, keeps those feet moving, and he's finally ripped to the turf at the 44-yard line. Looks like he is a yard short of the first down.
We've said that before.
And Davies not a guy that'll use his legs a ton. He did there. He bailed out the Reitz offense as that pressure got to him quickly, and this will be the second time on this drive. Reitz will go for it on 4th and short.
Now they'll bring 2 backs in the backfield, both McClarney and Ussery.
McClarney trying to follow Ussery, his blocker, and it's going to be close depending on the spot. Judging by the far of Fish where he was coming in, he might be short. The right sideline thinks he has the first down. Our white hat will come up and take a look, and they will measure. This one's going to be close. They needed a full yard.
They don't have to measure.
Oh, they don't even measure. It's just a turnover on down, so we go the other way.
They needed to get to at least the 44-yard line, and it's about a foot short. So they had McClarney and the Wildcat. We'd seen that earlier. We didn't know who they could have snapped it to either one of them. But the Memorial defense comes up big there on how many plays were in that drive.
That was play number 10.
10.
Results in a turnover on downs, and guess where the Tigers are starting again? Right around that 45-yard line. So all 3 drives have started, the 40, the 46, and now the 44. Minute 38 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Tigers, trying to move to 7-0 on the season. 4 wide receivers set. And Fisher to throw. Under pressure, Fisher starts to move. Fisher's wrapped up and down he goes. Sack number 20 for this Reitz defense of the year. It'll be 2nd and long.
Good job. That was a coverage sack that time there, Jevin, and the fact that he just could not find a receiver. So it goes from the 45 all the way back to the 39. Could not see who made the initial hit, but it probably was one of those 4 downed linemen.
Lost 6, 2nd and 16. Count on one hand how many times Fisher's been sacked this year. Now he goes under center. Handoff Kendrick. Juking and driving his way. Cuts back middle of the field. Gets a few yards back, but it's 3rd and long.
Good job on the stop that time defensively was McClarney. Picked up about 4. They brought in the second back, Landon Horning there as a blocking back. They give him in. They give the ball out to the left side. So that'll still bring up a 3rd down and long.
3rd and 12 for the Tigers. Memorial defensively hoping that the Tigers pick up a first down to give them a breather. They've been on the field a lot here in the first quarter. This is a 5 wide receiver set as Kendrick comes out near side. First down is the Reitz 46-yard line. Play clock at 5. Fisher takes the snap, gets the ball out quickly, floats one far side. It's batted away and incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Simon Schultz over there.
Defensively, Yanni Clardy. Fisher sailed it, so he'll have to come away and punt for the second time. He's only punted 9 times all year coming in. This is his second here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back 3 and outs for the Tigers offense. As Reitz has 1 man back to return this punt. That is 23, Kyler Hamby. Fisher had a beautiful kick his last time as he was able to down the ball inside the 10.
It was a 39-yarder.
His average on the year is 36 yards per kick. And he gets this one away, wobbly end over end to the 20. And on the return, this is Hamby. Hamby got past the initial pursuit from the special teams, and he's able to take it out to the 35-yard line with 4 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
G. Mimony on the special teams as he kicks it to the 20 and about a 15-yard return.
So the Reitz offense, which started to march the ball down the field their last drive, going 10 plays, eventually resulted in a turnover on downs at the 44-yard line on a 4th and 1 play. Now the Wildcat McClarney was stopped short of the first down marker. This will be the final play of the first quarter. It's been controlled by the Reitz offense as far as total plays, but Memorial has a lead 7-0. Davies hands off to McClarney. stutter steps a bit, and he is stacked up after a short gain of a couple, which takes us to the end of the first quarter. After one on a 60-yard touchdown pass, Luke Elserman, Tigers lead at 7-0.
A licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 21 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
"12 minutes done here at Inlow Field. Tigers 7, Panthers nothing on our Greer's Flooring America scoreboard. Again, the McCauley 1-2-471-0400, proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast here on IndianaSRN. And Mike, your thoughts after the first 12 minutes?
Very physical ball game, both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively, and we expected that. And both these teams, they great weight room work, great coaching, and a lot of good fundamentals. As Memorial Tigers looking to come out back on defense, Reitz all ready to go on offense.
Tigers offense ran at 7 total plays in that first quarter, but they scored on their first play, which was a 60-yard pass to Luke Elserman. After that, back-to-back 3-and-outs. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Panthers, ball at their own 36-yard line.
Receivers top of the screen.
Running back is McClarney. He's been busy tonight. On play action, pass across the middle. It is caught by Kyler Hamby. He's got the first down to the 45-yard line, a gain of 9.
Hamby, one of their top receivers coming in. In fact, he is their top receiver. 19 catches, 220 yards, a pair of 23s. Is a nice slant pass. Good coverage there by Joseph Hinkie, but not after it becomes a first down. First downs for Reitz. The Tigers just won.
Mike mentioned Hamby's stats. He's a 5'11 senior, not a big guy, 155 pounds. Showed off some speed there on the crossing route. 1st and 10 from the 45. Handoff goes to McClarney. Not much there up the middle. Looks like Queso Jean was one of the men in on the hit.
Alex Brochier's the other. Give him a couple.
I think when in doubt, just say Alex Brochier's, right?
That's right. And they've been doing that for about 3 years. Well, he comes in to the contest for his career, Jevin, 364 tackles. That's a bunch.
At 76 on the year coming in, which is best in this Tigers defense.
Number 1 in the SIC.
Second closest O'Donohue. He's 24 tackles behind Brochier's. 2nd and 9. Davies slings one across the middle. Speaking of that man, Brochier's got his hand on that pass, broke it up, 3rd down.
He had his first interception of the year last week against Boise. A 3rd down and long. So he's again, we talk about it every week. The sideline to sideline. The sideline, it's 53 yards wide, this field, and I think he covers it at least 55.
Brochier's had an interception last week against Boise. 3rd and 9 for Reitz.
Now, do you give it to the running back or do you go to the pass? Again, Hamby, bottom of the screen here, one-on-one coverage.
They're going to pass. Here comes the pressure. Davies flushed out of the pocket, and he gets rid of it just in time. It'll be 4th down. Hard collision over here on the right sideline. Just threw that ball away.
Yeah, he was getting heat there by Combs along with Bryant. So that'll force a punt. 3rd punt of the night for the Reitz Panthers.
Both Elsperman and also Dockery back to return this punt. They are lurking around their own 20-yard line. Early second quarter on homecoming night for the Tigers. Punt was almost blocked by Imany. This one, another short kick, hops toward the middle of the field, and it is downed at the 33-yard line. Hey, if you need a new front door, Lansing Home Showroom sells and installs a wide variety of exterior doors. Learn more at lansingHomeShowroom.com.
Just a 20-yard punt. So a couple of short punts. Again, the Tigers, you look at the field position that they've had all night. From their 40, their own 46, from their own 45. In fact, this is the worst field position they're going to start a drive.
Only first down the Tigers had tonight was on that touchdown pass to Elsterman on their first offensive play of the night. High formation here on 1st and 10 from the 33. And off Kendrick. He had the ball squirt out, picks it back up at the 25, but he's in a whirl of trouble before he is bottled up at the 27. Tigers only have 4 turnovers all year long, almost had one there, but it does result in a big loss.
And 2 of those were on kick plays. So the Tigers in reverse offensively. Again, really, stop, except for that one touchdown play, their offense has not really generated a lot. 2nd down and long.
Fullback is Horning. They go back to Kendrick, up the middle. Kendrick able to get some of those yards back. It's a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 10.
On the bottom of the pile that time was McClarney, their top tackler, or one of their top tacklers, and Ryder Cartwright, their top 2 tacklers.
Yep. Cartwright came in 60 tackles on the year, McClarney with 40. They're senior linebackers. All 3 starting linebackers actually seniors for this Reitz defense.
4 down linemen, 3 very active linebackers. Now the bottom of your screen, a 3-bunch formation for the Tigers. And the inside man being covered by a guy 10 yards behind.
Reitz rushes 4. Fisher zips one across the middle. It's caught for a first down at the 45-yard line by Luke Dockery. Catch number 14 of the year for the junior, and a first down for the Tigers.
Only the 2nd first down.
We had some heat on it, that throw from Fisher.
Yes, it was. And it was one of those where he found the open area and then just squatted and came up with the catch. And that ball had some, a pitcher on the mound is Fisher, and that was his fastball there. Same formation the other way this time.
Quick pass, caught, on the move. That's Anslinger, and he is able to take it into Wright's territory to the 43-yard line. Back-to-back first downs for the Tigers, and Fisher is trying to get them go quickly.
That's right. No huddle offense there. They're into Wright's territory. They'll mark it at the 42-yard line as Anslinger good yards after the catch that time.
Fisher, another pass, comes near side. Elserman surging forward to the 35. Elserman to the 30. Tugged down from behind and then slung out of bounds. Here comes the flag in late after the tackle. It'll be a first down plus much more for Memorial.
He got good yardage, but great blocking out there by his fellow receiver, Simon Schultz, along with Dockery. Watch the bottom of your screen, or to the right side of your screen here, as he'll get good blocks there by 9 and 19, and then Elsperman gets dragged down almost a horse collar, and I think that's what they called.
That is what they called, yeah.
Okay.
Reitz was pleading for a hold out right around where Elserman caught that pass. So after the completion and the penalty yards, the Tigers inside the red zone. Brought to you by Weichert Realtors and the Schultz Group. From the 15, trying to go up 2 scores. Fisher on play action. He's looking left. Now dances to his right. Directing traffic, Fisher takes off running, and he will just cruise out of bounds. Got a few yards there. Looks like he got inside the 10. Hard to tell from our angle where they actually spot it.
I think just inside that 10. Looks like he had some running room there early, but looking for a receiver.
Well, he got more than I thought he did in live action. He got 8 yards, partner. It's 2nd and 2 from the 7.
So they'll bring in the extra running back, and then they bring in Broshears as well. So they'll now we'll have a timeout.
Well, I think Memorial had 12 guys in the huddle. And that's what it is. So it'll make a 2nd and 2, now a 2nd and 7. Tigers scored at the 8:43 mark in the first quarter, and that's about where we're at here in quarter number 2.
They'll run the pistol offense with 3 backs, the inverted wishbone. So maybe this will change the strategy here a little bit on the play call. Again, this drive started on the Tigers' 33-yard line.
I've got Broshears back there, along with Horning and Kendrick. And they give this to Kendrick, surging forward. And he gets back to the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 6, so now you're looking at 3rd and 1. That was play number 7 of this drive, which started at their own 33.
Well, 3rd down, do you get the first? If you don't, do you bring in Barrett for his 3rd field goal attempt of the year? Same formation, get extra blockers out there.
Fisher fakes the handoff. He will just walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Fisher fools the Reitz defense. It's a 6-yard scamper and Fisher's 5th rushing score of the year. 13-0 Tigers.
Yeah, did it with his legs that time, so he's done one with his arm, one with his legs. Good fake that time as all 3 backs went straight ahead, and the defense collapses on him, and I don't know if he waltzed in or not. He had to run in there because he had some white shirts after him. But in any case, Barrett looking to make it 14-0 with 8:10 to go before halftime.
Barrett trying to make his 30th extra point of the year in 31 tries. And he does. 14-0 Tigers, early second quarter here in Lowfield.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Tigers punching in a 6-yard rushing score from Matthew Fisher, capping off an 8-play, 67-yard drive in 2 minutes and 33 seconds. That recap is brought to you by Simplicity Furniture. They're located at 1309 North Greenville Road. That's in Evansville. Have fun shopping for furniture with Kelsey Coslin and his father, Pat. I have a few scores in from the SIAC. After one quarter, Vincennes leads North 6-0. First quarter, Mater Dei leading Boise 21-0. And they're in the second quarter. Jasper and Castle tied at 7. SIAC scoreboard is brought to you by Kipley's.
Hope they're watching it at Kipley's right now.
Barrett with a kickoff that drifts to the 5-yard line. Reitz will get a return here. Out past the 25-yard line. That was Elijah Derritt surging ahead.
Joseph Hinkie and the stop, along with that man again, Wes Kelly. Boy, I tell you what, Memorial's got about 3 or 4 great special team tacklers, and those 2 guys are part of that.
So Reitz starts from their own 26. They have moved the ball at times, mostly on the ground. They've had some completions, but nothing really deep down the field through the air just yet. Davies certainly capable of that. He'll throw here. Pump fakes, reloads across the middle, and the pass is picked off by the Tigers. Working right in front of him is Joseph Hickey, his 2nd interception of the year, and the Tigers have their 10th takeaway of 2024.
Hickey got burned by Hamby earlier. I'm sure Coach Johnson said, watch for that again. Joseph did, and we have our first takeaway of the ball game.
They just slid right around Hamby and picked it right before it hit the turf. A look at it here again. Yep. And now the Tigers offense set up at the Reitz 35-yard line and a chance to go up 3 possessions. High formation. They fake it to Kendrick. Fisher flushed on the run, throws it away. Here's a look again at the last Tigers score. Really sold that handoff. Fisher moved out, all kinds of room, easy touchdown.
Yeah, 3 blockers and 1 defender.
At times, this Reitz defense has been able to get to Matthew Fisher applying pressure. They have sacked him once tonight. There they forced an incomplete pass on a throwaway. And off Kendrick, right up the middle. And he's able to carve his way to the 31-yard line, gaining 4.
William Friday, one of the up front 4 guys on the stop.
So 3rd and 6, trips wide receivers far side. Luke Dockery is a lone receiver near side.
He gets double covered, so they got single coverage in the top of the screen there.
Fisher's going to pass. Takes off running, and Fisher lost the ball. It's punched out. Reitz has it, and it's a turnover. So Fisher fumbles it, running middle of the field, and after Reitz gives it away, Memorial gives it right back. It's the Tigers' 5th turnover of the year, and the first fumble from Matthew Fisher.
And coming up with a fumble recovery was Nehemiah Madison. Fisher couldn't find anyone, so he ran. Picks up about 4 or 5 yards. We'll see who makes the hit here. Watch the left side of your screen. The ball gets stripped away.
54, Jackson.
Yeah. Zari Jackson.
So Wright stays afloat here in the first half, in danger of going down 3 possessions. They get it back down 14-0. Two running backs set this time. They go to Ussery. And Ussery is able to crash forward. Gain of 3. Giving those SISC scores a moment ago. One new one in. Harrison leads Central 9-0. Harrison trying to pick up their first win of the year.
So back-to-back turnovers gives the ball back to Reitz.
Second and 7. Davies trying to get his offense organized as Burris comes out near side of your screen. Guarded by Hickey, who has an interception on the last defensive series for the Tigers.
2 backs in the backfield, a little extra protection. Screen looks like the pass to the right side.
Davies dancing. He's just going to float it down the field. Dangerous pass, and I think it's caught right around the 50-yard line. That ball was just lofted up in the air, up for grabs, and the Panthers come down with it. That's McClurney. That's an 11-yard completion for a first down.
That was a dangerous pass that turns out to be a great one. Just watching here, the ball up there, and more defenders than receivers, and now the ball's in Tiger territory. 5th first down. Both teams have 5 first downs. The Tigers, the difference, they have 2 touchdowns. Wright's none.
Halfway through the second quarter, still 14-0 Memorial. Reitz puts it on the ground with Ussery. Stiff arm against Bryant, trying to turn the corner, and he's undercut at the 45-yard line as the flag comes in. Good tackle there by Lowry.
We got a block in the back. So that'll come back. It'll be a couple of yards gain, so they'll mark the penalty from the 47, mark it back 10. So it'll be first down, but a little less than 20. Second penalty for 20 yards.
It's a good stiff arm there by Ussery to get away from Liam Bryant, who has been in that Wright's backfield a time or two tonight. That penalty backs it up to the 38-yard line, and it's first and long.
I think they marked it 15 yards. Because it was at the 47. Now it's back to the 38. Actually, 47 of Memorial. Unbalanced to the right.
Here's
extra blocker.
McClurney for a short gain. Got to the 40.
Good pursuit by the Tigers there. Brackett, the last man to come up. Got to give credit to tackles there. Have to look on the video for see who got the tackles. You can give them to about 4 or 5 different blue shirts. Bring up 2nd and long.
It's 2nd and 20. Coming up on 5 minutes to go here in this first half. Memorial just fumbled, which gave the ball back to Reitz.
Screen.
Davies tries to set the screen pass, throws it middle of the field, caught by Hamby. Hamby doesn't have any blockers really out in front, and he is greeted rather quickly after a 3-yard gain.
Nice job there again by Brackett.
So now it's 3rd and 17.
You go into your bag of tricks here.
Coach Brunson is a coach that has plenty up his sleeves. He's very creative offensively.
Or do you get a quick kick punt?
Davies, 5-step drop, just launches it across the middle, and it's picked off. Jake Lively on the return, looking for a block to the 50, into Wright's territory. Lively to the 40, drugged down from behind by Elijah Jarrett, and for Lively, that's his team-leading 3rd interception of the season.
And now we have a roughing the passer play call. That's going to be called back.
There's a flag back at the 30, and it is roughing the passer against Memorial, so that wipes away the interception.
Yeah, that Lively returned it from his own 35 all the way about to the 35 of Reitz. Big penalty there. Wipes out a turnover.
So it wipes away the turnover and takes the ball into Memorial territory down to the 42-yard line.
And it's a first down.
Well, I don't understand because they just marked it off 18 yards. Yeah, wasn't the last snap of the 40?
And I think they lined it. They marked it from the line of scrimmage.
Well, looks like Memorial will take a timeout. We'll take one with them. 14-0 Tigers, late first half.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Well, the Tigers thought they had their 2nd interception of the game, but it gets wiped away because of a roughing the passer penalty. So Reitz gets a fresh set of downs at the Tigers' 42-yard line, and not a bad timeout by Coach Hurley and Ben Johnson to try to get this defense to refocus and reset after the flag.
I got a running formation here. 2 backs in the backfield. McClarney along with Ussery with a blocker up short on the right side.
Davies hands off to Ussery, and Ussery is upended after a 3-yard gain. It was Hickey who came in and undercut him.
Brady Combs almost got him in the backfield. Slowed him up just a bit, but good yards on that first down play. Again, important for Reitz to get on the board before halftime here.
Again, they have moved the ball at times tonight, but nothing to really show for it.
Same formation. Again, extra running back to the right side. They went to the weak side that time. Are they going to go to the right this time?
It's McClarney. Back-to-back run plays. McClarney changes direction and is able to get to the 36-yard line. Gain of a couple more. That was play number 8 of this drive. There is a flag at the line of scrimmage. It's a hold against Reitz.
Holding against the Panthers.
I guess it was downfield a little bit. So they'll mark it from the hold. Give McClarney a couple yards. He did a nice job of picking his hole. Now they'll move it back up to the line of scrimmage. They'll mark it just inside the 38. So it should be just inside the 48, and it is.
3:26 left before halftime. Wright's really hoping for a score, obviously, to get on the board, but also they'll have to play defense first in quarter number 3.
3 major penalties, all 10-yarders against Reitz in this first half. Now they're going to split it out. Receivers both sides with a pistol formation, passing formation. 2 deep secondary, man-to-man underneath. Here comes a blitz.
Davies steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to run forward, and he slides at the 42-yard line.
Good choice.
And it'll set up a 3rd down and 10.
Clock running under 3 minutes. Got good coverage in the secondary. Davies could not find a receiver anywhere. 3 receivers now out to the left. Pistol formation. Inside receiver open because his guy guarding him's 15 yards downfield.
Davies on 3rd and 10. He's going to chuck it down the field, and a jump ball. Juggling catch for a touchdown. Great concentration by Elijah Derritt. His first touchdown grab of the year, and Reitz gets on the board. There's their first big play of the night.
Good protection. A 43-yarder. Lofts it over the defender. Defender's well, but not only that, a great catch by Derritt. For Derritt, that's his first touchdown catch of the year.
It is. He came in with just 1 reception all year long. It's his 2nd catch of the night. And now on for the PAT. It is Ballmeyer, who is 17 for 21 on the year. He's a junior kicker, to try to make it a 7-point game. Snap is down, kick on the way, and it is good. 1 possession game now with 2:22 left here in the first half. 14-7 is our score.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Well, this game has changed. A couple of big plays on the last drive for Reitz. Well, it looked like the Tigers had an interception and would have possession in Reitz territory, got wiped away because of a roughing the passer penalty. And the Panthers cash in 10 plays, 65 yards, 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Elijah Derritt, a 43-yard touchdown grab from Ben Davies. For Davies, his 5th touchdown pass of the year, and Derritt, number 1.
Got unofficially Reitz about 160 yards offense. 2 big pass plays, each by 1 by either team. The difference, 6-yard run by Matthew Fisher.
This kickoff will go out of bounds. And here's a look at the last long touchdown pass. How about the concentration from Derritt here?
Throws it all, and the ball was tipped. It hit his hands, and he had the forthright to grab it the second time. Another good replay here, just over the defender, and good job by Derritt.
Initially I thought maybe O'Donohue got his hand on that, but not the case. It was just a juggling grab by Derritt.
Good job by our camera crew, Doherty.
Nick Lewis down there with a
yeah.
field level shot. Sam did a good job from the stands.
Yeah. I think our producer Jerry Collins, Nick Lewis. It's Jerry and Lewis, I guess. Nick Lewis having that camera down on the field there, giving it there. So the Tigers get the ball going out of bounds on the 35-yard line.
Kendrick a gain of 2. We'll see if the Tigers can work some 2-minute offense here. And send them to do that It was against Harrison a few weeks ago, right before the halftime break. Also week 1 against Jasper. Try to score and then get the ball to start the third.
Azari Jackson made the stop after a 1-yard gain.
Fisher moving to his left. He's going to launch it down the field. Has a man open. It's caught at the 20. Max Anslinger. There's your answer. Touchdown, Tigers. 64 yards.
Nice job that time. As there was nothing fancy about them. Max Anslinger celebrating in the end zone, but acting like he's been there before, because he has. It's his 3rd touchdown of the year. Rolling left by Fisher, sets his feet and puts that ball in the air about 35-40 yards and to a wide open Max Anslinger. So the quick answer by the Tigers. Sudden change.
Deflating for Reitz after you work so hard to get it to a 1-score game after a 10-play drive. Boom, 2 plays. Back in front by Tigers, hoping 14 points after this Baird kick. And the kick is good. Tigers back in front by 14 here late second quarter.
Down 3, 2, 1.
Choose a school that can get you in the career that is right for you. Ivy Tech Community College has over 70 career-focused programs to get you into the job that you want. Ivy Tech offers programs in the latest technologies such as robotics and cybersecurity. Demand for nurses has never been higher. In fact, more nurses have graduated from Ivy Tech than any other college. Take the first step with an affordable education at Ivy Tech Community College. Go to ivytech.edu for more information and to apply now.
Our Simplicity Furniture scoring recap for Memorial. To play, 65 yards, 29 seconds. Max Anslinger with a 64-yard touchdown reception, his 3rd scoring grab of the year. Simplicity Furniture, they're located at 1309 North Green River Road. That's in Evansville. Have fun shopping for furniture with Kelsey Coslett and his father, Pat. Here is Pate Barrett on for the ensuing kickoff. Oh, he hits one of the Reitz up men. Ball loose, middle of the field, sliding attempt. A bunch of blue jerseys there. I think the Tigers came up with it. Yes, they did. How about that for a bounce?
Not sure who got it, but we knew it was a blue shirt. It hits one of the up men and rattles around the 40-yard line of the Panthers. And Memorial, I was just going to say that's Wright's 7th possession, but it's not. Here we go. Here's a replay. A line drive kick, trying to avoid a return, hits one of the up men. Ball's rung around about on the 38.
All right, here we go with the Tigers. 1st and 10 from the 39. Fisher, he's going to lob it down the field. 101 coverage, leaping attempt. Simon Schultz tugged it away. Did he hang on inside the 5? Yes, he did. Oh, what a throw and catch. One official saying it's a grab. I think the other one might be saying it's incomplete. Reitz thinks it's incomplete. Regardless, what an effort by Simon Schultz, the senior who went up high and brought it down. The officials are going to talk about it. Here's a look at it again. Perfect throw by Fisher. And, oh yeah, the ball was deflected away. It should be incomplete. The ball was rolling in the end zone. Coach Brunson there you see trying to get his opinion on.
On that kickoff that was recovered by the Tigers, I'm going to give it to Connor O'Donohue until I find out later, and I give it to him.
So the call on the field stands. Coach Brunson all the way out on the field arguing, and I think he just called a timeout to get his opinion across.
That's a first down passing. That's 37 yards.
And there, Coach Brunson just got a flag.
He got a couple of them. And he might have to watch out and get his assistants to take him away, because he gets another one, he's disqualified from the game.
So that'll set up 1st and goal from the 1.
That's a 1-yard penalty.
Money's worth for head coach Corey Brunson. And again, I know we don't want to talk about officiating, but the ball was rolling in the end zone. We saw on the replay, I mean, pretty clear as day.
Question is, was his knee down and then the ball rolled away?
Yeah, that would be the only thing. The Tigers may have caught a break, and they'll have 1st and goal from the 1 as Reitz just used a timeout. It's the first of the half. And a chance to remind you that Mel K is a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Mel K for all of your commercial, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing needs. At Mel K, big projects, big solutions. We have a score in from the SIAC. Castle and Jasper tied at 7 at halftime.
All right, the ball sitting on the 1-yard line. Do you go up the middle or do you go wide? Elsperman actually in the
it's a Wildcat
in
with
the gun.
Yeah, Wildcat with him and Kendrick. They're ready to snap it, but they've not been given the ready for play signal just yet. All right, here we go. 1st and goal from the 1. Elsperman right up the middle, and he stays on his feet. Touchdown, Tigers. Elsperman from a yard out. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year, and the Tigers are in front by 20 with a PAT coming. That is another 2-play drive.
39 yards, and just in 17 seconds. Barrett looking to go 4 for 4 on the extra points. Elsperman's 2nd TD of the night.
So the Tigers, after Reitz had made it a 1-possession game, scored 2 plays, 65 yards, then got the kickoff after it hit one of the up men for Reitz. And now Memorial will have to throw it with Schultz dancing around. He's going to heave it to the far side, and it is dropped. They had the big fella over there in Queso Jean, and it went right through his hand, so it stays a 20-point game. Back after this.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
All right, Tigers had the last 2 scores. They're in front, 27-7 with 1:36 to go. Here's the most recent one out of the Wildcat, Luke Elsperman.
It goes in. He had an option of going wide or up the middle. He saw an opening and took it. You know, this is going to be, Memorial's had 7 possessions already in this first half. This will be Wright's 7th possession. So it's been back and forth. The difference, Tigers 4 touchdowns, Reitz 1.
So Reitz will now try their 2-minute offense, assuming nothing goofy happens on the kickoff again, which Barrett launches it deep down the field. Backpedaling is Usry. He'll return it from the 2. Usry to the 20, weaving his way through some traffic. And he gets out past the 20-yard line. Reitz will have about 90 seconds to work with.
It looks like you can see there the convoy out to the left, but shortest distance between 2 points is straight ahead. And Elsperman, the senior, took it, and with the kickoff, the Tigers on defense. Reitz starts from their own 23.
Well, last time they were on the field, the Reitz offense went 10 plays and 65 yards. Elijah Dared had the 43-yard touchdown grab, which made it a 1-possession game, but now they're trailing by 3 possessions. Davies on play action. Pump fakes once. He's going to launch one across the middle, and it's incomplete. Lucas Feldman was well covered there by Jake Lively.
Well, with the 2-minute offense down by 20, we might see the ball in the air a lot here, and maybe even in the second half. Again, it's Reitz coming in had only thrown for 640 yards. So the Memorial defense making them do something that they haven't done in the first 6 ball games a lot.
Davies sets up the screen pass to McClarney. Tigers sniffed it out pretty well. It's a short game, and McClarney also stayed inbounds. The clock is moving.
Jake Brackett.
With 73 seconds left, and now Memorial will take a timeout. Their second of the half, and we will keep it here. So they're thinking a stop on this third down play, maybe get it back one more time.
Remember to stay tuned here for our halftime show brought to you by Royal Express Car Wash. Andy Tysing is going to be our halftime guest, the Memorial Director of the Feeder League. We'll get a chance to talk with him a little bit.
We'll see if we can get some scores here during this timeout. Some of these scores outside of the SIAC, but in the first quarter, Heritage Hills leads Mount Vernon 13-6. Wow, this is a bit surprising. North Posey leading Forest Park 35-0 in the second quarter. Halftime in the city, Castle and Jasper tied at 7. Second quarter, Harrison is walloping Central 22-0. And that is all I have for you.
Again, Memorial on top of the SIAC, 6-0. Again, since it's what they call a closed conference, they play no non-conference games. Castle, Mater Dei, and Reitz each tied for second at 5-1.
All right, so Tigers with 1 timeout left now. They're on defense here, 3rd and 9. If Reitz is able to keep this drive alive, they still have 2 timeouts to work with. Reitz has never led in this game, and they are staring at their biggest deficit, which is 20.
Tigers bring 4.
Pocket starts to collapse. Davies takes off running. The umpire got in the way, and then he's smashed from behind by Liam Bryant. As Davies is able to get to the 29-yard line, a pickup of 5, which is well short of the first down. And now Coach Hurley burns his final time out of this first half. Of course, remember, if Memorial does get it back, everything is clean on this punt. You've got the good field goal kicker in Pate Barrett, so no timeouts. They'll have about 50 seconds or so to work with, but he has a good leg from 35 to 40 yards.
The Memorial Tigers, again, because they won the toss and deferred, will get the ball to start the second half.
You mentioned our halftime show is coming up here shortly. That is brought to you by Royal Express Car Wash. They provide daily 24/7 car washing in Evansville, located right off the Lloyd Expressway on Pearl Drive on the west side. The Rupp family gives you fast and convenient one-time washes as well as unlimited wash plans, all at affordable prices.
Interesting call here. Tigers have forced a punt. Key is don't go offsides, because if they do, it might be close to a first down. I think Reitz would get it.
Ballmeyer, the punter, has had a pair of shaky kicks tonight. It'll be Elsperman and Dockery to return the punt. They're back at their own 35-yard line. Kick away. Imani again got close to getting to the kick. Tigers let it bounce right at the 40, and it's down at the 40-yard line.
31-yard punt, no return. So with under 1 minute, 54 seconds to be exact, the Tigers, where are they going to go? They're going to go for the sudden change, or are they going to go in with a 20-point lead in the half? And it's homecoming here tonight.
It is. It's supposed to be last week, but Mother Nature said, let's wait 1 more week, so week 7 it is. Definitely the best crowd that we've had this year.
Yeah. Home side filled, visitor side as well.
Of course, Tigers haven't been in Enlow Field much this year, only their 3rd home game, and last week it was played on a Saturday. So anyways, 1st and 10 from the 40. Fisher cranks one across the middle. There is Elserman into Wright's territory. That's a gain of about 17. Stops the clock with the first down. Again, the Tigers don't have any timeouts.
But the clock will stop in high school to reset. So the Tigers quickly online, a 2-minute offense.
Clock starts moving inside of 45 seconds. Fisher gets it off quickly, and a flag flies as the snap was handled.
I think we might not have everybody set.
So that'll back it up 5 yards. 1st and 15 now.
Longest for Pate Barrett is 35 yards, so they'll have to get down inside around the 20-yard line.
That 35-yard field goal was against Harrison 2 weeks ago in a similar situation here. Didn't have any timeouts, less than a minute.
Kicked it with the clock going to triple zeros.
1st and 15. Here comes the pressure. Pass out just in time. It is caught at the 45-yard line. Schultz stays in bounds. Clock moving with 22 seconds. And
just very calmly, the Tigers get to the line of scrimmage.
5 wide receivers set. Fisher across the middle. He's got Kendrick. He was open, but could not haul it in, which would have put the Tigers in field goal range. And now it's 3rd down, but the bigger issue is 9 seconds left.
I think Dylan's going to stay up an extra hour tonight thinking about that one. All right, let's see what Coach Hurley comes up with.
Kendrick in the backfield, 4 wide receivers set. You've got Dockery on your side of your screen.
You put extra pressure. No, they're going to rush 4. That little twist there.
Fisher dancing, throws it, pass caught by Kendrick, has to get out of bounds. He doesn't, stays in bounds, and that will end the first half. If he would have got out of bounds, they would have had a chance for one more play. But he doesn't. That's still a successful first half for the Tigers. Number 1 team in Class 3A, Memorial, leads the number 6 team in Class 4A, 27-7. Our halftime show comes your way next.
Where do they?
Big play here for Mount Vernon. Hurdle looking right, now over the middle, fires, and it's in there for a touchdown. What a throw. Boy, what a stick, huh? Side out, back to the middle, and guess what? You want a point on the other side, you go to Taylor Lewis.
Here's Freeman. Has an opening shot. Score!
Stafford around a screen. Skip pass. Mays with 3. Mays drive. Floater up and in at the horn.
Hand off, and nice hole over the near side. 40, 35, 30. Block to the outside. 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown. And that's a big one right there. And finally, somebody gets on the board.
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar, oh yeah.
Hey Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Halftime score here at Inlow Field. Memorial leads Reitz 27-7. Let's recap how we got to this point. Our scoring plays. Memorial on their first offensive drive after the defense got a stop. 60-yard touchdown pass on the first play of the drive to Luke Elsferman. That was his 8th touchdown catch of the year. For Fisher's 18th touchdown pass, 7-0 Tigers. By the way, on these PATs, it was Pate Barrett who kicked it through. Memorial made it a 2-score lead, 8:10 to go second quarter. 6-yard rushing touchdown from Matthew Fisher. His 5th rushing score of the year, capping off an 8-play, 67-yard drive in 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Reitz would get on the board late second quarter with 2:22 left. It was Elijah Darrett, his first touchdown catch of the year, 43 yards from Ben Davies. That completed a 10-play, 65-yard drive in 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Tigers went back up by 2 possessions relatively quickly on the next drive. 2 plays, 65 yards. It was a 64-yard touchdown pass to Max Anslinger, his 3rd touchdown of the year. 21-7 Tigers. Then after Memorial kicked it off an up man on the ensuing kickoff, it carried back to the Tigers. Their special teams fell on it. That set up Memorial again for a 2-play drive, 39 yards in 17 seconds. It was a 1-yard touchdown rush from Luke Elsterman. The PAT failed because of I don't know if it was a bad snap, but the hold didn't get down, and Schultz did a good job recovering. He threw it to the end zone. Queso Jean, the big fellow, was open, but he could not haul it in, and the 2-point try failed, and that is why we are at 27-7 here at halftime. Our Royal Express Car Wash halftime show continues next here on IndianaSRN.
Darby here at Hyundai of Evansville. We love this community and we love these hot deals that we are offering. Like low prices on the new 23 Santa Fe's, now get an additional $2,500 rebate when you finance with Hyundai Motor Finance and get 3-year free maintenance and America's best warranty.
So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, stop in and let us show you some love.
Right here at Hyundai of Evansville, where credit is never a deal breaker.
Where nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Why do our students love Reitz Memorial?
Because I can grow stronger on the field and in my faith. I believe in my teammates. I believe in my classmates. And through Christ, I believe I can accomplish anything.
Come live your faith at Reitz Memorial.
Sit up straight. You worried about me slouching?
No.
I'm
talking to myself.
I got to work on my core a little bit.
Melk, located in Evansville, Indiana, provides mechanical, electrical, and plumbing solutions nationwide. We deliver quality service to the industrial, commercial, and healthcare industries. If you have a big project, we bring big solutions. That includes designing and installing green energy systems that benefit your business. Our in-depth knowledge and commitment to safety make us the perfect partner in MEP contracting. Contact us for an estimate on your next project. Melk, big projects, big solutions.
Why do our students love Reitz Memorial?
Memorial helps me find the right rhythm on stage and in my education. I believe in developing my craft. I believe in building a community. And now, I believe I can hit the right notes in all aspects of life.
Showcase your talents at Reitz Memorial.
We are at halftime here at Enlow Field. It's homecoming night. As you can see the court out on the field as we are at halftime where the Memorial Tigers lead the Reitz Panthers by a score of 27-7. We are at our Royal Express Car Wash halftime, and my halftime guest, a good friend of the Memorial football program, Andy Tyson, who is the director of the Feeder League program. But first, Andy, let's just talk a little bit about yourself. I know you're a Memorial grad, and share with our listeners a little bit about your history of Memorial High School.
Yep, happy to, Mr. Guevara. Good to see you again. You may not remember, your wife was my kindergarten gym school teacher.
That's right.
Followed up by
Sus Guevara.
Yeah, followed up by Coach Rip Collins, who I went to Holy Rosary with for 7 years, and then he followed us to Memorial, so a lot of good memories there. Yeah, happy to. So I am a 2009 graduate of Memorial High School, Coach Hurley's first year as the head ball coach, and I've gotten to see his head coaching style change a little bit over time, all of which for the better, but things evolve. And I was in the military for went to West Point after Memorial, had 4 years there, then 5 years on active duty to fulfill my service duty obligation, and moved home really soon after that. So I married my high school sweetheart, Susan Piper, who's a St. Teresa family. And Coach Hurley called me within a month or two of me moving home, said, hey, we're looking for somebody to take over the feeder program. I didn't know exactly the work that may entail, but I was just so, excited to get involved again, and I said yes without much thinking, and here we are 7 years later.
Well, 2000 grad, so that meant you were at the first state championship ball club in 2008 for the Memorial Tigers, and come away with a victory, but you came away with an award.
Yeah, my buddies still give me a hard time. I was the Mental Attitude Award winner at the state final game that we lost to Belmont. real good wrestling school here in the state, and they give me a hard time to this day that Andy found a way to succeed while the rest of us failed. It's all good-natured, I think. But yeah, I was honored. I was a captain on that team with Joseph Todd, who's a physical therapist here in town, Tanner Wedding, who owns Core Chiropractic here in town, and then Gus Bell, who I just saw this weekend. I was traveling for work up in Minneapolis. Those were our 4 captains. We had a great time, had a great group of guys that just really enjoyed being around each other more than anything. None of us played college football in any meaningful capacity, so that's what I love the most. We had a bunch of dudes that were slightly above average, and we meshed really well and found some success.
Well, I think you find that a lot in the Memorial football program, not with Coach Hurley, but in the past years as well. And it's not by accident, because of the feeder league that has been established for many, many, many decades. So talk a little bit about what the feeder league is all about, and for our viewers, explain to them, one, what the feeder league is, and two, your responsibilities.
Sure, happy to. So I guess first off, the feeder league encompasses 1st through 6th grade. So we have 1st and 2nd graders playing flag football, 7-on-7, not a lot of contact. There's some inadvertent contact, but we have 8 teams this year, which is a new record for us. And then we have a 3rd and 4th grade tackle division. We have 3 teams there. It's our 2nd year having 3 teams. And then a 5th and 6th grade tackle division, we have 2 teams. And what I tell everybody is, like, how do you guys do it? Well, how are the numbers? Memorial High School and our feeder programs and our partner schools have 3 teams at the 3rd and 4th grade division. We're playing in a league with North and Central that I help schedule in Harrison. Schools that are much, much bigger than us are struggling to field 2 teams. So we're really happy with what we're doing. I think kids are having fun, and Coach Hurley and I are 100% aligned. We talk weekly. We want kids to have fun, and we want them to come out and play football next year. That's about the extent of our aspirations for youth football. Nobody hangs banners in 5th grade. So if we can achieve those 2 things, it's all right by me.
Which is like Coach Hurley's the top guy in the football program. You're the top guy in the feeder league, but you can't do it alone.
No, I definitely have some help. Our coaches are invaluable. With 13 teams in the feeder league, I don't even coach. People say, "Oh, you got a hat and a pullover. You help coach." I really don't. I facilitate the league, make sure we have the equipment we need. We raised $30,000 maybe 2-3 years ago, bought all new equipment, so we made sure our kids had the best and safest equipment. But I'd be remiss, I'll forget one for sure. But Denver Cross helps me with the facilitation of the feeder football league. But Mike Blake Jr., Hank Carley, Tim Alsman, Bryce Fauner, who helps with the varsity program, Travis Cross, who helps with the varsity program, Michael Barley. I mean, again, there's too many to name, and the league is not possible without them. So I'm in the background facilitating, and I'm happy to do that.
And you'll probably have to buy each one of them a Diet Coke, the guys that you didn't mention here. But we'll say that it's a lot of guys, just like it is a lot of people helping the Memorial football program, the athletic program, the high school, and all the other events that go on. So here we're at halftime here at the Royal Express Car Wash halftime show. Memorial leads 27-7 over the Reitz Panthers. We're going to come back after this 2-minute break and talk more with Andy Tyson.
Melk, located in Evansville, Indiana, provides mechanical, electrical, and plumbing solutions nationwide. We deliver quality service to the industrial, commercial, and healthcare industries. If you have a big project, we bring big solutions. That includes designing and installing green energy systems that benefit your business. Our in-depth knowledge and commitment to safety make us the perfect partner in MEP contracting. Contact us for an estimate on your next project. Melk, big projects, big solutions.
Why do our students love Reitz Memorial?
Memorial helps me find the right rhythm on stage and in my education. I believe in developing my craft.
I believe in building a community.
And now, I believe I can hit the right notes in all aspects of life.
Showcase your talents at Reitz Memorial.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
We're at halftime here at Enlow Field, where the Memorial Tigers lead the Reitz Panthers 27-7. Our halftime show brought to you by Royal Express Car Wash. I'm Mike Scavara. Jevin Redmond taking a little break here at halftime. I'm with Andy Tysing, the director of the Feeder League. And you were, again, a 2009 graduate, 2008 team that made it to the state finals. You've played for Coach Hurley on the field. Talk about that first half, what goes on in the field, and what's going on in the locker room at a Coach Hurley ball club.
Well, I had some really interesting halftime conversations with Coach Hurley. We didn't have a lot of sustained success in my first 3 years. But what I would say is the difference maker, and I'm seeing it again tonight, Mike, is controlling the line of scrimmage. I fancied myself a skilled player at one time. I learned that I am not skilled, and I ended up as the left tackle on our team. There is no substitute for controlling the line of scrimmage and running the ball. It opens up the field when they have to pack the box and stop the run. And Matthew Fisher's a dual threat, and they have to respect it. And the Tigers tonight are so far doing a really good job of making the Reitz Panthers, respect that threat.
Well, the Feeder League, talk a little bit about what makes it run. I know sponsors in any program at any level are key.
Yeah, I got my list here, so I make sure I don't miss any.
All right. You can go ahead and read it if you want to.
Well, I will. But like I mentioned, a couple years ago raised $30,000 to buy all new equipment, and every year it gets refurbished, and every year there's a new need. So because we've started scheduling Central and North and Harrison, we have our tackle teams that'll have away games. This year we bought 5 helmet repair kits for our tackle teams who are having away games. That's a good thing to have. It's an important thing to have. So people like my brother, Stephen M. Tysing at Condi's Donovan Con, my friend Jacob Holly at People's Furniture, A's at Pizza, modern-day family, but we like them just fine. Gribbons Insulation. Grant Gribbons was a quarterback that I helped protect in my youth here at Memorial. My dad, Steve Tysing at Insurance and Business Planning, Simplicity Furniture, the Coslet family, and then Greer's Flooring America. We can't do what we do without you guys, and we greatly appreciate it.
All right, final thoughts. Again, Feeder League got a couple more weeks, so when do you play? Where do you play? And how can people come out and watch?
Yep, so we've got games this weekend at Memorial. We'll have 4 flag football games that play on the grass field off to the side when the tackle teams are home. And we have 2 tackle games at 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Excited to see it. And, the whole thing comes full circle. I've been doing this 7 years. Simon Schultz, Matthew Fisher, Luke Elsperman, those guys that everybody, they recognize their names. Those guys were playing 5th and 6th grade football my first year starting. So it's really enjoyable to see the sustained success that we've had. But it's not just football, right? Like Coach Dockery came up here and said, hey, the girls' golf teams at state, achieving excellence. The boys' tennis team just won sectionals, achieving excellence. There's a lot of schools that have an element of faith. There's a lot of schools that have excellent academics. There's a lot of schools that have excellent athletics. I would be hard-pressed to find one that does all 3 as well as Memorial, and I'm really proud of what we do here.
No, I appreciate you taking the time. It's people like you that make this thing go, and you're just one of hundreds of people in the 100-year history of people that have made things work, and appreciate you taking the time to talk with us, and also the fine effort being the director.
Yep, thank you. I guess if I can leave with one real quick thing is there's a lot of people that are willing to give, their resources to the school. There is no substitute for giving your time, so please find time. And thank you to you and Jevin and the whole crew here. What you guys do here is invaluable, and I love it, especially with 2 little girls at home.
Very good. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
We'll be back. Talk a little bit about second half, what's coming up here at Enlow Field. We're going to take this final time out and bring you the second half. You're watching football here on IndianaSRN.
Since 1973, People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been operated by 3 generations of the Flitner family. From Stan Sr. to Stan Jr., and now Stan's daughter Susan and her husband Jacob. For the last 50 years, customer service and quality home furnishings has been their goal. Other furniture stores may come and go, but People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet will show you how easy it can get for the next 50 years.
People's Furniture and Mattress Outlets, how easy can it get?
Evansville's original pizza since 1955? Why, it's Rock-A-Bar Pizza, of course. 17 incredible specialty pizzas. Mega Meat, Chicken Barbecue, Rocco Pesto, and Bacon Cheeseburger. Or how about Quesadilla, Chicken Bacon Ranch, Hawaiian Margarita around the world, and their breakfast pizza. Plus all your favorites. Oh yeah, don't forget about their signature salad. It's like none other. Dine in, carry out, or catered. Rediscover Evansville's original and still the best Rock-A-Bar Pizza.
Welcome back to Enlow Field. I'm Mike Scavar along with Jevin Redmond as we're going to get ready for second half action to begin here in a couple of minutes. The Memorial Tigers, they won the toss. They deferred, so they will get the ball to start the second half. The Memorial Tigers lead 27-7. It's been the big play here for the Tigers here tonight as Luke Elsperman caught a 60-yard touchdown pass from Matthew Fisher, who also threw a 64-yard touchdown pass to Max Anslinger. As we also had for the Reitz Panthers, a 43-yard pass by Ben Davies to Elijah Derritt. And the Memorial Tigers, right before halftime, got a 1-yard touchdown run by Luke Elsperman. So it's been a great 24 minutes, but a lot of football, Jevin Redmond, remaining here in this third and fourth quarters.
Yeah, certainly a chance to also check some scores elsewhere. Again, these are SIAC scores and also games outside of the city. But late second quarter, Heritage Hills leads Mount Vernon 34-6. They're in the third quarter. North Posey leading Forest Park 35-7. In the second quarter, Harrison is thumping Central 34-6. Third quarter score, Gibson Southern leading Washington 24-10. Halftime, Mater Dei on top of Boise 35-0. Halftime, Southridge 34, South Spencer 6. And halftime, it is North 7, Vincennes 6. So that is your score update, which is brought to you by Kipley's. They are located on the corner of the Lloyd Expressway and Bakey Avenue. You can join them before or after the game for great food and fun. Let's take our last time out of our halftime show, which is brought to you by Royal Express Car Wash. We'll come back with Mike's keys to the second half, and then we will have third quarter action here on IndianaSRN.
Since 1973, People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been operated by 3 generations of the Flitner family. From Stan Sr. to Stan Jr., and now Stan's daughter Susan and her husband Jacob. For the last 50 years, customer service and quality home furnishings has been their goal. Other furniture stores may come and go, but People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet will show you how easy it can get for the next 50 years.
People's Furniture and Mattress Outlets, how easy can it get?
Evansville's original pizza since 1955? Why, it's Rock-A-Bar Pizza, of course. 17 incredible specialty pizzas. Mega Meat, Chicken Barbecue, Rocco Pesto, and Bacon Cheeseburger. Or how about Quesadilla, Chicken Bacon Ranch, Hawaiian Margarita around the world, and their breakfast pizza. Plus all your favorites. Oh yeah, don't forget about their signature salad. It's like none other. Dine in, carry out, or catered. Rediscover Evansville's original and still the best Rock-A-Bar Pizza. Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar, oh yeah.
Why do our students love Reitz Memorial?
Because our academics prepare students to succeed in college and in life.
I believe in educating our students to their highest potential. I believe in creating a welcoming, faith-based learning environment.
And I believe a memorial education is the foundation for a bright future.
Explore the endless possibilities at Reitz Memorial.
All right, ready for half number 2 on a gorgeous fall Friday evening. A bit warm for fall, but still very comfortable. Mid-70s at kickoff with Mike Scovara. I'm Jevin Revin. Glad you're with us on IndianaSRN. Memorial will receive the opening kickoff here to start the third quarter, leading by 20. And after the first half, Mike, with your observations, for Reitz, not that they really played poorly. They moved the ball at times. They're still down 20, though. How did they get back in this game?
Well, they need is just strong defense and stop the big play. And when you have a 60-yard pass against you, also a 64-yard pass, and a few other long plays, it's going to add up. The Memorials only had the ball 8 minutes and 16 seconds. 3 of their 4 touchdown drives were in 2 plays, 17 seconds. I know talked about it during the game. 2 plays, 29 seconds, and 1 play, 17 seconds. So 5 plays get you 3 touchdowns, and it's a little over a minute.
And Reitz had a 10-play drive that stalled, an 8-play drive that stalled as well. So they've been on the field quite a bit, but they're down by 20. Memorial will have to be alert here of maybe an onside kick to start the third quarter. We'll see what Reitz does. They kick it deep. On the return, it'll be Dockery from his own 6-yard line. Middle of the field, Dockery got tripped up and he stumbles to the 21-yard line. And that's where the Tigers offense will begin.
The Memorial had 10 first downs. Reitz had 7. The Tigers penalized 3 times for 25 yards. The Panthers 4 times for 31 yards. Reitz looking defensively for a 3-and-out.
We touched on it in half number 1, but Matthew Fisher now well over 4,000 yards passing in his career. Tigers load up the near side, 3 wide receiver set. Kendrick is the lone back. Quick pass out in the flat is caught by Anslinger, who does have a touchdown catch tonight. Anslinger with a couple of shifty moves as he operates to the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Anslinger had the 64-yard touchdown catch late second quarter that put Tigers up 21-7.
Caden Thomas, nice job pursuit, stopping him from the first down. Good 8 yards, though. Tigers would like to get on the board, but maybe take about 4 or 5 minutes off the clock.
There's Kendrick slicing his way through the middle of the 35-yard line. Kendrick has a first down and much more, as Kendrick able to navigate about 10 yards. First down, Tigers.
Matthew Fisher unofficially 9 of 12 for 231 yards. That's not a bad game's work, not only half. And Alex Broshears led the defense with 12 tackles, thanks to the Mattingleys and the Killebrews in the press box. Keep giving us that information.
Fisher with 2 touchdown passes tonight has 19 on the season plus a rushing score. That was his 5th of the year. Fresh set of downs on play action. Fisher has some protection. He is just going to heave it down the field. Elsperman beat the defense, and Elsperman catches inside the 20, racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Second time tonight for Elsperman. This one a 62-yard bomb.
Great protection. Parker Mattingly rolls out to the right to give him protection. And so Fisher was able to shuttle back to the left. He saw a crossing pattern by Luke Elsperman. Fisher throws it about 45 yards. Luke catches it and makes the rest of the yardage into the end zone. And the Tigers, do they kick it or they go for 2?
Looks like they will kick it. What were you saying, Mike, about a long drive, 4 or 5 minutes? I think Coach Hurley's still okay with that.
Oh, yeah. He'd take both, probably. I'm not. I'll let you talk to him about it afterwards.
Kick on the way from Barrett, and it is good. We'll keep it here as the Tigers now in front, 34-7. We'll have a look at the last drive for the Tigers. Fisher on the play action. Again, it starts up front, good protection. And with so many weapons for the Tigers, you've got 4 legit wide receivers. Kendrick a 5th as a back that can slip out there. So tough to cover. And when you give him time, Elsperman's speed burns the secondary. right in his breadbasket, untouched.
And I saw a 0 and a number. I thought it was a 5, but actually it was 60. Andrew Jones was the man as Fisher. Here we go. Jones on the block. Fisher shuttles to the left. Elsperman, basically a streak route, and he catches it in front of beyond a couple of defenders and waltzes into the end zone.
So that was 3 plays. Where did they start at, Mike?
From the 21-yard line, so 79 yards, and that comes with a minute 18.
And that scoring recap is brought to you by Simplicity Furniture. Well, last year it was Reitz who won the regular season battle 34-0. Tigers got revenge in the sectional championship game 21-16, and Memorial looking for their second straight win over Reitz. Ussery fumbles it into the end zone, but it's a touchback. These head coaches, of course, are familiar with each other. John Hurley in his career against Reitz has a 7-11 record, and Corey Brunson in his time at Reitz is 2-4 against the Tigers.
Memorial defense looking to come away with a stop. Memorial really racking up numbers as Castle beat Reitz last week 35-7. It's 34-7 Memorial this week. So I'm sure Corey Brunson here the last couple of weeks needs to find some solutions going into that tournament. 3 receivers to the right of your screen.
Davies hands off. This is McClarney, nowhere to go. First man to him, Connor O'Donohue. And McClarney, no gain.
Try to use the blockers out in front of him. O'Donohue, he's got that uncanny knack of being able to knife through some blockers and come away with stops. Not bad for the junior.
2 minutes gone. Second half, 2nd and 10 from the 20 for Reitz. Their lone score came on a 43-yard pass back in the second quarter. Elijah Darrett, his first catch of the year. They try to set up the screen pass, but they fail to execute. Pressure got to Davies relatively quickly, and McClarney could not haul in the pass, so now it's 3rd and 10. Tigers defense trying to force a 3-and-out after a quick score.
Not the way Coach Brunson wanted to start their first possession of the second half. Just the way Coach Ben Johnson and Coach Hurley wanted for the defense.
Davies under pressure quickly. Gene applying that pressure, trying to chase him down. Davies, just spins it out of bounds. Off his back foot. I mean, there was 3 Tigers swarming him toward the end zone, and it'll be a 3-and-out for Reitz.
Well, you know when they're going to have to pass down 34-7. Especially deep in your own territory, you can concentrate on pass rush instead of run defense.
Luke Elsperman will return this punt.
Single receiver, so it looks like they'll try to get an extra man to the line of scrimmage, maybe try to come away with a block.
Low snap, and the Tigers will just fall on the punter. It'll be 1st and goal from the 5.
He just took a knee that time. No tackles.
Yeah, no chance there for Ballmeyer. I was about to say, Elsperman to return the punt. He's had a big night tonight, 2 touchdown catches and a rushing score. And now a chance for the Tigers to get 2 quick scores here to start the 30. Think about it, Mike. Remember when Wright scored, that was with 2:22 left in the second quarter. It was a 14-7 game. Tigers have scored the last 20 points, possibly more here in game action in about 4.5 minutes. I formation, Kendrick the running back. Horning is the fullback from the 5. It is Dylan Kendrick off right tackle, and he is corkscrewed into the turf. Tackle for loss there as Kendrick loses 2.
It said not on my watch. Zach Martin that time.
Second down, Tigers.
Looks like he lost a couple, maybe 1.
This will come from the 7. Fisher tonight with 3 touchdown passes, plus a rushing score. He'll pitch it to Kendrick. Left side, has a few blockers, tries to turn the corner, and he is slung like a rag doll out of bounds inside the 5. Gaining a few yards, 3rd and goal upcoming.
Good job there defensively. Ryder Cartwright.
So he got about 5 yards though on that carry.
From the 2-yard line.
Come on, right!
They go similar formation again with Horning as the fullback. And Fisher fakes it to the fullback Horning, looking for a second rushing touchdown of the night, and he gets it. Matthew Fisher from 2 yards out. That's his 6th rushing score of the season, and it is all Memorial. It is 40-7.
Not the score a lot of folks envisioned, but the bad snap or the drop snap or bad snap deep in the territory as the Tigers
They'll go for 2 here
to
try to get to that 35-point mark, which would mean a running clock. 9:05 left here in the 3rd. Play action. Fisher pump fakes, looking back at the end zone, and just gets rid of it the last second. He got clobbered by a Panther applying pressure there in Ussery, so the 2-point try fails. And we will step away. Tigers in front by 33 points.
Those Casey's dugout where the flavor's on fire. Pizza so good it'll take you higher. From Evansville, repping the town. Hot slices, cold drinks, best spot around. We're different, come see, we got what you need. Ice cold ski, that's the drink for your feet. Crispy crust, toppings for eternity. Come for the pizza, stay for the company. Those Casey's dugout where the flavor's on fire.
Memorial has scored twice since the halftime break. The 2-point try just failed, so it's still a 33-point game. After the bad snap, which the punter just fell on it for Reitz at the 5-yard line, it was a easy drive. 3 plays, 5 yards, 43 seconds. Fisher has his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. Here it is, faking it to the fullback Horning, and then the fake pitch back to Kendrick for a touchdown.
You tell it, 24, you tell it.
Well, Barrett's leg has been busy again tonight. Another kickoff, drifts to the 4. Running outside the numbers, staying in bounds past the 30. That was Elijah Dared, who's had a nice night. There's another look from ground level. And this drive for Reitz will begin at their own 33-yard line. Thanks to Rockabar, a sponsor of tonight's broadcast here on IndianaSRN. You can join them at 4600 Washington Avenue in Evansville. Stop by after the game or for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Their menu not only has your favorite salads and pizzas, but also other fine food. Reitz went 3 and out on their lone drive at this 3rd quarter.
A run formation, 3 backs in the backfield.
It is McClarney at his steam to the 35. Wrapped up to the 36, a pickup of 4.
Good pursuit. Bryant, along with Kelly and Broshears.
2nd and 7 for the Panthers.
Reitz's offense only scored 7 points last week against Castle, only 7 points to show for tonight. Here is Ussery, stutter stepping his way between the tackles. Gain of 2. Reitz will be at Boise, so right back here at Enlow Field next week for their Week 8 game, and they'll finish up back at the Bowl for the usual Week 9 matchup with Mater Dei.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Leading tackle, Connor Hoare, one of the 2 defensive tackles. O'Shear's also in there.
Reitz needs 5 yards for a first down. Trying to avoid back-to-back 3-and-outs to begin the third quarter. Here comes the pressure. Davies moving to his right, throws back, crosses body, and the ball was batted up in the air, incomplete. Flag flies in late from our lead referee. We'll see what this is. Ineligible man downfield, it looks like maybe. The penalty will be declined, whatever it is, against Reitz, so it's 4th and 5.
Doesn't look like they're declining it. They walked back 5 yards.
Well, they just said on a loss of down, so I think you get the play and the yardage. So it's 4th and 10. And Reitz will punt it away, so back-to-back 3-and-outs. Talking about the upcoming schedule for Reitz, Memorial will make the trip to Vincennes next week, and then Week 9 is a home game on the schedule, but it'll be played at Bosse Field. Week from Sunday is the sectional draw. These 2 teams no longer in the same sectional in Class 4A. And this one is popped straight up into the air. Not a deep kick.
Said everybody get away.
50. Does take a Reitz bounce. It'll be down at the 40.
27-yard punt.
It's like a major league pop-up right up in the air. The Tigers offense will get their 3rd drive of this 3rd quarter already, and we've only played 4.5 minutes. Both drives were 3 plays. 62-yard touchdown pass to Luke Elsterman and a 2-yard Matthew Fisher rushing touchdown, the 2-point try field, so it's still a 33-point difference. A score here would give us the running clock. Tigers have had a running clock the last 4 weeks against Bosse, Harrison, Mater Dei, and Central. Here's a handoff up the middle, and a healthy gain there of about 9 for Landon Horning.
And keep it on the ground. And Memorial only had the ball 8 minutes and 16 seconds that first half.
Second and 1 from the 49. Back-to-back runs. This time it's Kendrick, though, and he trips his way forward. That's a first down into Reitz territory. So Horning and Kendrick on the first 2 plays of this drive.
Tigers going to tight end, this formation this time.
Well, Memorial came in averaging 39 points per game. It's been impressive as just their balanced attack all year long. 189 yards through the air, 153 on the ground. And they will, I'm sure, keep the ball on the ground quite a bit here in half number 2 with a large lead. Trying to move to 7-0. Play clock down to 5. Fisher recognizes it. Takes the snap and gives it to the fullback, who just lowers his head. Low man wins, right? Horning is able to march past the 45-yard line to the 43. That's a gain of 6.
And nothing fancy there. Straight up the middle, Caden Thomas to stop, but not after Horning picks up good yards. Of course, Landon coming in, averaging 5.7 yards a carry. Of course, the Tigers averaging 6 as a team coming in.
This is 2nd down and 4. Another run, another first down. Horning with a hard collision to the 35-yard line, gain of 8.
Ryder Cartwright makes the hit, but not after Horning picks up the first.
Well, Horning, for a fullback, has a little bit of speed to him. Of course, he's a strong guy, an aggressive runner, but for the fullback position, he has some speed to it.
And a good wrestler, too.
Yeah. Fresh set of downs, the 35.
Taking all the time they can off that play clock, under 10.
Fisher backs up now with the running back to each of his hip. And it's Horning again. This one a short gain, angling to his right. We'll say a gain of a yard. That was the 5th play of this drive. All have been on the ground.
Yanni Clardy on the stop. Caden Thomas also.
Looks like Castle has taken a 14-7 lead against Jasper. That is at the end of the 3rd quarter. Defensive slugfest there. Here's Horning, and he is able to take it inside the 30-yard line to the 28, a pickup of 6. Sets up 3rd and short. That was kind of a slow developing handoff, but still got 6 yards out of it.
He still picked his hole. Designed to go maybe a little more outside, but cut it inside. And with a 40-7 lead, both fan bases have just kind of quieted down a little bit, waiting for this fast-moving 3rd quarter to move on to the 4th.
So they had a really good environment with homecoming. Of course, a big matchup on paper, but Tigers have pulled away into the 2nd quarter and early 3rd. Fisher, first pass of this drive, throws far side. Wow, is that beautiful? You can't throw it better than that. Fisher to guess who? Ellspermann. Touchdown, Tigers.
28 yards. That thing would just dropped out of the sky down in.
Well, there, Max Anslinger puts the King's hat on Ellspermann on homecoming. Can't wait to see the replay of that. That was beautiful. From Fisher to Ellspermann, another touchdown pass, and the PAT upcoming. Will have the running clock the rest of the way. That was a 7-play drive.
$60 yards.
And Barrett's kick is good. Well, step aside, all Tigers. They lead by 40.
3 possessions.
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Beautiful night at Enlow Field. Perfect conditions and a near perfect night for the Tigers. They lead at 47-7. The most recent score, a 28-yard pass to Luke Ellspermann, capping off a 7-play, 60-yard drive in 3 minutes and 44 seconds. It was 6 runs and 1 pass. 47-7 Tigers. Here is Barrett for the kickoff, and again we'll have a running clock the rest of the game. This is squibbed. The near side, it clanked off a Reitz player, stays inbound, scooped up at the last second by Elijah Derritt, refusing to go down, and finally tumbles the turf around the 25-yard line. Here's a look at the touchdown pass from Fisher, who is an excellent pitcher in baseball, going to IU. And you talking about painting a corner or a strike as a pitcher? Well, a perfect throw here.
This looks like a parachute that drops out of the sky.
Back shoulder. The defender didn't turn around, and Ellspermann said thank you very much.
First and 10 for the Panthers on the 26-yard line.
All right, so from the 26, Davies lines up with McClerney behind him. And it's McClarney up the middle, slashing his way past the 30-yard line to the 33, a gain of 7.
Thanks to Sam Mattingly. We've got stats, unofficial, but awful darn close. It probably not correct. 12 of 15 for 330 yards. That is a career high for Matthew Fisher.
Davies hands off. Trudging forward is McClarney. Picks up the first down. It's a gain of 5.
When you're up 27-7 at half, then you score in the first 3 possessions. That's impressive offensively.
I was looking at the Tigers' defense. One starter I don't see out there is Alex Broshier, so we might see some subs start to trickle in throughout this second half. Could very well see offensively a lot of the starters being done.
David Hinkie, inside, sophomore, in for him. Joseph's brother.
McClarney with some crafty running. He's finally punished out of bounds by Jake Brack, but not before he picks up another Reitz first down. It's a gain of 13 to the 50-yard line. Well, thanks to Evansville Hyundai, a proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Stop by the Evansville Hyundai Auto Dealership for your next purchase of a new or used car. Located on Evansville's east side, it's home to the 100,000 miles powertrain warranty and 3 years free maintenance. Davies fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, running near side, and he's angled out of bounds. That'll go down as a loss. They spotted at the 46, so -4 on that carry.
Loss of 4 yards on the play brings up second down.
Again, this is a running clock started with 3:47 to go in the third quarter. Memorial up by that 47-7 score.
Davies hands off again to McClarney. Cuts it back off that right hash mark to the 48. Gain of 6. It'll be 3rd down and 9. It should be the final play of this third quarter as we're inside of 10 seconds. And
O'Donohue, Merkel, and Jean on the stop.
Yep, so Reitz is content with heading to the fourth quarter. All Tigers here in week 7, about to move to 7-0. The number 1 team in Class 3A, thumping the Panthers by 40.
Darby here at Hyundai of Evansville. We love this community and we love these hot deals that we are offering. Like low prices on the new 23 Santa Fe's, now get an additional $2,500 rebate when you finance with Hyundai Motor Finance and get 3-year free maintenance and America's best warranty.
So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, stop in and let us show you some love.
Right here at Hyundai of Evansville, where credit is never a deal breaker.
Where nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Why do our students love Reitz Memorial?
Because I can grow stronger on the field and in my faith. I believe in my teammates. I believe in my classmates. And through Christ, I believe I can accomplish anything.
Come live your faith at Reitz Memorial.
Well, plenty to cheer about tonight for the Tigers. They're in front by 40 after 3 quarters with Mike Scavara. I'm Jevin Rubin, our great IndianaSRN crew. And as always, Mike, we have plenty of thank yous for this week 7 broadcast.
Both schools, a lot of people contributing. Memorial President Josh Rising, Principal Aaron Schmidt, Athletic Director Chad Dockery, Head Coach John Hurley, Administrative Assistants in the Athletic Department, Patty Van and Amy Broshiers for the Reitz Panthers, Superintendent David Smith, Principal Jeff Derlin, Athletic Director Beth Hagan. Forgot to also add EVSC Athletic Director Andy Owen, Head Coach Corey Brunson, and Administrative Assistant Charlotte Taylor. Again, our fine IndianaSRN production crew, best in the state. The crews all the way down as Jerry Collins, our producer tonight, on camera, Nick Lewis and Sam Doherty.
All right, so offensively with some subs. The last carry came from Reese Majors, a 5'10 junior, and also a new quarterback in there, Ethan Rowe, a 6'10 sophomore. So Ben Davies' night is over, and maybe the running backs as well, Ussery and McClarney. It is 4th down and 3. Quarterback keeps it himself, and going down to the backfield is Ethan Rowe. So the Tigers get a turnover on downs, and now we'll probably see the reserves for the Tigers offense.
Take your pick there. It was either Jake Lively or Robert Campbell or David Hinkie. I might have misidentified. Maybe Lively was out. But we do know that the Tigers get the ball on downs on their own 47.
Looks like Luke Brown will come in and play quarterback. Also a new running back, Gene Iman, the sophomore, who has 30 rushes this year for 138 yards. He's been in a lot of these situations with a large margin and some action for him as Imani with some good running there to pick up 3 to the midfield stripe. And after that carry, we remind you that you belong at Ivy Tech with 5 terms each year, flexible scheduling, and the most affordable tuition and books in the state. There is always a great time to begin at Ivy Tech. You can join them for Tuesdays at the Tech. This will be the first time since 2021 that Reitz will lose back-to-back regular season games. Of course, they had back-to-back undefeated regular season in 2022 and 2023 as Brown hands off up the middle. It's Imani again. He gets a yard. And their one loss in each of 2022 and 23 was to the Tigers in sectionals, but they won't have to worry about that this year.
Well, Memorial's still going to stay on top of the Southern Indiana Athletic Conference. They'll go to 6-0. And they'll travel, as you said earlier, to Vincennes next week.
Of course, we'll have that here on IndianaSRN, 6:30 kickoff. That is Central Time. 6:10 for the pregame.
And as like you said earlier, Reitz is going to come right back here and take on Evansville Bossy.
Play clock at 2. Brown receives the snap. He's going to run it this time, trying to follow his blocker, Imani. And he is tackled at the line of scrimmage. 4th down upcoming. There it is next week. Be up at Vincennes, the friendly confines of Vincennes.
Inman Field.
Yeah. They still have natural grass, right?
Exactly. This is naturally made at synthetic turf, I think.
Call it old school playing services now.
That's right. The Tigers will go for it.
They need 5 yards for a first down. Just over 8 minutes to go in this ball game. It's almost jumped there on the outside, but they stayed away. The run to Imani. How about that move? He picks up plenty for the first down inside the 40. Imani, a gain of 10 and a Tigers first down. That's one of the better runs we've seen from him.
Nice job. Coming up with the stop was Cade Vogel, a sophomore. If Vogel doesn't make that, Imani's off to the races.
Well, the last score we got, Vincennes is playing North tonight. North is leading Vincennes 21-6. That is in the 4th quarter.
Might see the same play the other way to the left. No, go to the right, same play.
And Imani lowers his shoulder. Flag flies in at the line of scrimmage after a gain of 5 or so for Imani. That was play number 5 of this drive.
Let's see what the call is.
Still no signal yet on the flag. Looks like it's against Reitz as the lead official is talking with John Hurley about what he wants to do.
Could be in the area of face mask. I don't know. Whatever it was.
Okay, so there was 2 flags.
Oh, okay.
One was face mask against Reitz.
Holding.
And that's the holding penalty is what they will accept, which will give the Tigers a first down. And while they're sorting it out, the clock is just ticking away.
That's right. With a running clock, not to a score or a timeout or an injury. It's the only thing that stops it.
Well, People's Furniture Mattress Outlet, they are a 50 years in operation business that is family and 3rd generation owned. How easy can it get for quality furniture and a quality mattress? Stop by and see the friendly folks at People's Furniture Mattress Outlet in Evansville. So that run and penalty takes it up to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10. 6 minutes to go here in the 4th. Tigers led 27-7 at half. They've outscored Reitz 20-0 so far here in half number 2. First call of the night for David Hickey, who lined up as the fullback.
Well, Memorial had only had the ball 13 minutes before this drive started with 10.5 to go. And they might eat up this whole 10.5 minutes. Unless they get in the end zone.
Second down and 8. Here's Imany. Shifting to his right, now his left. Tucks it to the 20. Gain of 3, 3rd and 4 upcoming. And one more thank you to a sponsor tonight. That is Casey's Dugout. They are Evansville's new boutique pizza place. They're located on Lincoln Avenue. You can see them for great food, drinks, and family fun. Casey's Dugout, a proud supporter of Memorial Athletics. We have another flag on the play. This one goes against the Tigers.
Well, they want to mark off 10 yards, looks like, so it's got to be a hold. First penalty of the second half, 4th of the game for 35 yards.
Well, we're about at that time of the broadcast, Mike. I started thinking about the Rock-A-Bar player of the game. 2 guys quickly pop in my mind.
You know what? Unbelievable, because we didn't find out. Matthew Fisher is throwing for 330 yards, but we need to find out how many yards Luke Elsperman has. Well, we know he's got 60 and receiving yards, and another 90. So he's probably close to 200 yards. We've got to give it to the great passing duo of Matthew Fisher and Luke Elsperman.
That 2nd and 16 carry went to Drew Ellis, the first time the freshman has had a carry tonight to the 31-yard line to be 3rd and long. Yeah, Elsperman, 3 touchdown catches tonight, plus a rushing score. Third long from the 31. Ellis lines up as the running back once again. Reserves in for the Tigers. Ellis hopping his way to the initial line of scrimmage. He lunges forward to the 29, a gain of 2. It's 4th and 15, and Tigers just keep their offense on and probably run the ball one more time here. That was their 9th play of this drive, so they've been milking a lot of that clock.
Yeah, we think the Rock-A-Bar, again, great food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We get a big thank you to Nick Herman for bringing over the pizzas for our crew's pregame meal. And you can, if you don't want to come and watch these games in person, you can go over there and watch and have some fine food.
Think about next week. You can save your hour trip to Vincennes.
That's right.
Stay home and watch it, right?
Yeah, we'll bring you the game, and Nick and his staff can bring you the food.
Imany lined up as the fullback, needed a bunch for a first down, got just a few. It's a turnover on downs, but the clock will keep moving, and Reitz should round out the clock here offensively. So is that what we decided on? Elsperman and Fisher, tag team player of the game?
That's right.
Okay.
Luke Elsperman, 6 catches, 180 yards, and 3 touchdowns, 1 rush for 1. So he had 4 touchdowns and at 180 yards. Don't know for sure, but that's got to be, if it isn't a career best, it's awful close.
All right, had their reserves in offensively last drive. Another new quarterback in. That is Parker Ballmeyer, who is their kicker as well. Reitz keeps it on the ground. Maybe 2 more plays here in the ballgame. Ballmeyer is a 6'2 junior, 175 pounds.
Robert Campbell on the tackle for the Tigers.
Ballmeyer is going to throw, launches it left side, 101 coverage, and the pass is incomplete. That pass went to 18 Mason Bailey. Third down. So one more play should do it tonight. And stick around. I'll have a quick recap on our post-game show and get you set for next week's game at Vincennes. With this win for John Hurley, he'll improve to 144-70 overall in his 17 seasons as the head coach of the Tigers. He's now 8-11 against Reitz. For Corey Brunson, he'll drop to 34-18 as the head man of the Panthers, 2-5 against the Tigers. Run play, left side. Andrew Smith should end the game as he got past the 30. Gain of about 7. So the number 1 team in Class 3A, the Memorial Tigers, with an emphatic 47-7 win over the Reitz Panthers. Panthers dropped to 5-2, and the Tigers improved to 7-0 on their homecoming night here at Enloe Field. Our post-game show comes your way next here on IndianaSRN.
Those Casey's dugout where the flavor's on fire. Pizza so good it'll take you higher. From Evansville, reppin' the town. Hot slices, cold drinks, best spot around. We're different, come see, we got what you need. Ice cold ski, that's the drink for your feet. Crispy crust, toppings for eternity. Come for the pizza, stay for the company. Those Casey's dugout where the flavor's on fire.
Does your home's exterior need a makeover? Consider a new entry door from Lensing Building Specialties. Browse classic and modern door styles to boost your home's curb appeal. Explore our wide variety of beautiful and energy-efficient entry and patio doors. Don't worry about the work. Schedule an appointment for our skilled techs to install it for you. Get started at lensingbuildingspecialties.com and make your home feel new again.
Why do our students love Reitz Memorial?
Because our academics prepare students to succeed in college and in life. I believe in educating our students to their highest potential. I believe in creating a welcoming, faith-based learning environment. And I believe a memorial education is the foundation for a bright future.
Explore the endless possibilities at Reitz Memorial.
Yep. Final score on the Greer's Flooring America scoreboard. Tigers win it 47-7 over Reitz. Give Greer's Flooring America a call, 812-471-0400. As we're here on our post-game show, quick recap of the second half scoring. The Tigers led 27-7 at halftime. They got on the board early third quarter thanks to a 62-yard touchdown pass to Luke Elsperman, one of his 3 touchdown catches tonight. He also had a rushing score. It was 34-7 Tigers. Then Matthew Fisher had a 2-yard touchdown run to make it 40-7 early third quarter. And the final score came on a 28-yard touchdown pass to Elsperman to make it 47-7. And that is our final score, as the Tigers are now 7-0 in the season and the Panthers drop to 5-2. Well, we've kind of already named our player of the game, but let's go over it once again. Tough to pick between Luke Elsperman and Matthew Fisher, so that duo gets our player of the game, Mike.
Yeah, they did a nice job, as Elsperman showing why he's one of the top receivers in all of 3A, and probably, by far and away, he comes in with 461 yards receiving. He's got 180 tonight, so closing in on 600 yards, or over 600 yards receiving, the top receiver in the SIAC. And of course, Matthew Fisher, career high. We had him unofficially 12 of 15 for 330 yards. And of course, their defense, when you hold Reitz to 7, led by, as always, Alex Broshiers, had him unofficially for 15 tackles. So a great overall offensive and defensive team, and special teams. And when you bottle up the offense like they did here for Reitz, and again, I'm sure they're going to have to go back to the drawing board. 2 weeks in a row only scoring 7 points.
All right, so our play of the game is brought to you by Rock-A-Bar. Stop by for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at 4600 Washington Avenue in Evansville. Tonight's Tigers football broadcast has been brought to you by the great sponsors. We'll start with Memorial High School, Rock-A-Bar Pizza, Caressel Landscape, People's Furniture, Mattress Outlet, Linsing Showroom. Tigers football has also been brought to you by Mel K, Mechanical, Electrical, Plumbing, Ivy Tech Evansville, Hyundai of Evansville, Casey's Dugout, and the Memorial Athletic Booster Club. So next Friday, we're at Vincennes, 6:30 kickoff Central Time, pregame show at 6:10. Vincennes always a difficult place to play. It's always a physical football team. And Vincennes hovering right around 500, but certainly not a team you can overlook next week here for the Tigers.
The point of the year where tonight, next week against Castle, and then the toughest sectional by far in Class 3A, sectional 32, when you've got 8 teams in there and very tough. In fact, you got Memorial, who dropped from 4A to 3A. Mater Dei went from 2A to 3A, and then you had Gibson Southern, Heritage Hills, and Southridge, all of those 5 schools in the state finals since 2017. And then you find Vincennes and Mount Vernon, who have good years, and Princeton. So that's got to be the toughest sectional in Class 3A and one of the toughest in the entire state of Indiana, 6 classes.
All right, big thanks to our IndianaSRN crew tonight. Our cameramen, both Sam Doherty and Nick Lewis. Our producer, Jerry Collins. My broadcast partner was Mike Scavara. I'm Jevin Rebin. Thank you. It's been a pleasure and a privilege. Tigers on homecoming. Cruise past the Panthers 47-7. Memorial still be number 1 in Class 3A as we head into Week 8 next week at Vincennes. Tigers 7-0. The Panthers are 5-2. Good night from Menlo Field, and enjoy your weekend here on IndianaSRN.